recorded now?
We're trying to, yeah, because we're usually do it just on YouTube, but now we're trying to do it on Zoom so we can use the Zoom to edit for TikTok.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Let's hope.
So, if you're ready for a little bit of stuff,
Yeah, let me just
okay,
start
yeah.
recording and we'll get
So
it going.
Recording in progress.
to go back to the FISBO thing, FISBO.com and
Yeah.
that kind of a thing, I agree with you that just like you did in your example, you texted a couple entities there and you put in your offer, you give your phone number. I would add uh, have proof of funds with my email also. Just uh, part two would be come on, do you have an interest? Let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
So the second part would be
So it's all it's all interior though. The chats are all within their
right. They're sending it out via their email.
right.
But
Okay.
I would put our email along with our phone number, and so we can break the chain there, as it were.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I was just going to check today because I didn't hear back from anybody.
Right. Well, you only did two, right?
Right. And so I just wanted to see if,
All right.
where are we at? So, search for a property. So now I don't think I logged in anywhere. So I don't think it saves it. I just have to see if they're going to return. So I do need to probably text them through my system instead of theirs.
Okay. But
Right? Because it gives us everything, right?
well, I mean, it gives you a portal to send them a direct message.
Right.
Okay, and I would use that portal to reroute it to the buyer.
But we don't have the buyer's information.
No, we got the phone number. That's enough, and it's a FISBO. That's it.
Where's the phone number?
What that's
Hold
where
on.
that's where you're texting it.
Let me see here. So you go to contact owner, right?
Well, there you go. Contact owner. Yeah, name.
Yeah. So I clicked on
email,
contact owner.
But just that you flew by that opening portal real fast. A name, email. Okay, it gives you everything you need right there.
No, this is mine, right?
Right. Yeah. That's
But I don't see their phone number, so it's.
Well, you're contacting them.
Yeah, through what I'm saying is I'm contacting them through.
Right.
So I won't hear back from them through their system. It should go right to my.
Well,
so
if now
they're
they
interested,
have your email and phone number,
yeah.
Hello.
Which I don't like leaving it up to them. You know me, I like to bug people.
Well, I mean, for free and.
Oh, I'm all for it. I'm gonna keep on trying. Yeah, this is definitely a great way to go. I like this a lot.
Okay, so I'm just saying in the second conversation, when we get him on the phone, we need to flesh out if they agree with the price, and we negotiate, start out with an anchor price, wiggle a little bit. When they finally come to the price, then we need certain basic simple things, right? We need their contact. We need contact info going both ways, buyer and seller. I'm talking about for the contract. We need the offer price. We need the 15 business days for inspection, as is. And I put down here, no EMD needed on a cash offer, question mark.
Always the MD is probably going to, because we're going to
need for an earnest money deposit if they're getting cash, and especially if you don't want to do it up front, then that means they're getting the full asking price on the back end.
I never pay full asking. I pay,
Well, I mean, whatever the price is agreed upon, that's what I'm saying.
EMD is always necessary because EMD is used to show that you're serious.
Okay,
And
okay,
so
but you're only paying it on the back end, right?
uh, I pay EMD as earnest money deposit, meaning I'm saying, hey, I'm going to buy your place. So the back end is just closing fees. The earnest money is, I'm interested, hold it for me. Here's $1,500. That's what earnest money
When will you post that?
after the inspection.
Right, right. Okay, okay. That's okay after inspection. All right. So then, what
But
else do
with
you
my
need?
buyer, I want it in 24 hours.
Right. Okay. But I just want to stay on. I want to stay on what we're talking about right here, please. So the what else do we need? Isn't that pretty simple? 1, 2, 3, go right.
Yeah. So what we need is them to be interested in what we have to say.
No,
So
I know. Okay, Trent, I'm talking about hard copy. What do we need to put in the contract
for what?
for a deal? Let's say
Bro, what kind of deal? I mean,
they
it's
agree $100,000.
right.
Okay, that's the thing. So we need their full contact info. We need it on our side to put in the contract.
Correct.
We need 15 business days.
Yep.
As is condition, and what else do we need to literally put in the contract to get something done?
Well, the contract's already written, so let you see what it looks like, and then that will probably answer your question. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, but it has to be filled out by somebody and done right. That's what I mean.
Well, there's basics that are already filled out. That's what I'm saying. So, the realtor's name, phone number,
Yeah,
address.
there won't be any realtors in the FISBO, right?
Correct. So we just need I'm sorry, the seller's name. Here, hold on. Let me just find okay. Yeah, Joe Bell, that's how I would like it. Hey, can you send me one just an example of a contract? I thought we had them in here.
Do you have them for a state specific contract?
No, not state specific.
Okay. And so I was one of my questions after. By the way, that contract I downloaded. I mean, it's fascinating. I really enjoyed it. It might sound weird, but I really enjoyed reading it personally. And it's really to the point. But in the one I have, it says Missouri Residential Real Estate Purchase Agreement. I didn't see anywhere where there is an assignment clause. So if there is no assignment clause, that means, or anything against it, that means that it is assignable.
Okay, people will say that. The whole point of a contract is to clarify everything.
Right, exactly.
And so I'd prefer that that's added in and it says this is an assignable contract.
Okay, so you're physically going to write that in, or what? As an addendum?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be an addendum. We can just add it as a line, like
Okay,
line number
you're
6.
adding it in.
Yeah.
And that would be disclosed to them at the a pre-title search and all that.
Oh yeah, that's step
Okay.
number 1 after an
Okay.
LOI.
And we're talking across all the states that allow it.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, no, every state allows it to buy a property.
Well, some states don't allow. I guess wholesaling is what I meant.
They don't allow the marketing of wholesaling. It's
right.
You're not allowed to market the that's the whole point. But if you have a buyer already, I can send it to a buyer, no problem.
Okay. So then at some point when you get the basic simple terms and they are emailed to you or to your team, however it's done, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, the basic stuff, then the contract is written up. But shouldn't we kind of go through the contract and understand what it says
100%.
so that we can have the seller is going to be asking us what's up with this, what's up with that, and they may want to get a real estate attorney. I don't know how often that happens, but I'm just saying that wouldn't it be good for you at some point to go over the contract?
Yeah, you want to do it right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so switch over to the other screen. I've got the contract up.
I'm there. Yep.
So everything in red is what we need.
Yep.
But hang on 2 seconds. Somebody just said something. Are the cash hybrids of the contract template all identical in their content except for name given? Hey, Jobel, can you double check the cash contract? It says it's a seller finance agreement template. So can we double check that and just make sure? Okay, so let's go to the cash one. That's the simplest. But let me see where it says seller finance. Hold on 2 seconds. Yeah, it does right off the bat. Jabal, do you see that? Right. No. Oh, I'm sorry. I pulled it off the classroom. So here are all our templates. I clicked on cash, and the first part of it says seller finance, and this says seller finance. So I think we just got the links wrong.
Okay.
That's
So
all. Okay, cool. All right. So to your point, let's see. We'll find it here. So what you're looking for is you're like, hey, what do I need when I do this?
Well,
So
I
here,
want to understand the contract, not going
okay,
not
yeah,
going
let's go.
overboard, but understanding the basic the basic rhythm of the contract, so we
Sure.
can make because we can cross check each other that way.
Yeah. So everything in red is what we need. And this
Right.
this I found, just so you guys know where you can find it, is contract templates on in the community. So when you hit, I'll show you exactly where to find it, if I can find it. Sorry, I'm going too many different directions. So if you go, I mean, first one, the best way to do it is just search it. But when you hit community, there are these general discussions.
Right.
And so one of them is contracts and dispositions.
Sure.
And then it's in
Templates.
contracts. Yeah. Okay.
I just want to stay with one right now, so I can get.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm just letting you know where to find
cash.
it so you can find it. Okay, so this is everything we need from the other person. This is who we're assigning it to. This is the assignment of contract. We wanted to do cash, didn't we?
Right.
Sorry. Let me confuse the matter even more. I have a feeling these got mixed up. Nope, this is seller finance. Hang on 2 seconds. There we go. This is cash. Nope, this is seller finance too. The one you sent me is seller finance too. We have but regardless, seller finance is probably a good one too, because there's more to be done. But here, Jobel, if you can send me the cash contract, and then just the link is just wrong. That's all.
So this is kind of important, right?
Yeah, that's why we're fixing it.
No, you guys are doing great. I'm just
What's that? Still wrong. It's it's still. If you see seller finance, then it's wrong.
cash. Aren't there, or are there three different contracts? One for cash, one
Yeah,
for
correct.
seller's finance, and
So
one
here's the
for
seller finance.
Can you-
I'll show them all to you real quick. So yeah, this is your cash, the hybrid, which we rarely do, and the seller finance. And then the assignment of contract is the other one.
Wait a minute. What about the a trust acquisition contract?
Oh yeah, we need to put that in here too. Jabel. We gotta update this whole thing. Yeah, let's put in the seller trust acquisition as well. We got Jobel under the gun right now. Get it now. Kidding. So while she's looking for it, we can go through. Well, let's just go to this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is a seller finance agreement. Okay. So these are the things we need: name, address, phone number, email, because that's going to be stuff we need for the contract, for the title company and for the transaction coordinator. I mean, the buyer's name. Okay. So that is usually going to be us. Property address and the legal description. So
That's stuff you can get off Zillow.
yeah, anywhere. I don't know if Zillow has it, but I know PropStream has it. And if you can't find it, you tell us, like, I need that. Then we simply go into what we're buying it for. So the total purchase price of the property is this amount, and the down payment wouldn't be in a cash one, since this is seller finance.
Yep.
That's why we're seeing that.
Mhm.
So that's now just the terms. So it's going to be financed, and you'd see we just add the, hey, I'm going to pay you $2,000 a month. And so we give everything, the loan amount, the interest rate. Hopefully it's zero. And if it is, we just don't even put that in there, because we don't want to alert them to an interest rate if we can get away with it. Loan terms, monthly payment. Some of this is redundant too. Date of the first payment, late fees. So you can say whatever you want to in these. If you're 5 days late, then there's a $30 fee or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
You give a percentage. Prepayment, the buyer may prepay without penalty, meaning, like, if I want to buy it and then sell it right away for cash, I can. The loan will be secured by a promissory note and a deed of trust, and so it'll all be recorded with the state. So I can show you, like, show you one of mine so you can see how it looks. So this one is a seller finance deal that I've got. If I can remember the address off my head, 617. So here's one for me. Details. So you'll see that it says what it is, and where's the it's going to be under mortgage and transaction history. So mine is a seller take back, so it's a seller finance deal. The loan amount was $395. This is not true because I didn't pay it, but they're estimating it. None of that's true, because what I did was I put 60,000 down, but I recorded it. So if it's recorded, then it's going to be a deed, and so it's public record, and it shows when I bought it and everything. So it still gets recorded just like any other transaction. So you have proof that you're the responsible party. Okay, so back to this.
Oh, that's the part you don't like,
What part?
where your cursor is. You don't like that word, amortization.
Oh, amortization? Yeah. Oh, I hate. Yeah. So, and the bottom line is, I take this out, to be honest, but some people want it in there because we're not amortizing it over a certain amount of time. And it's so funny, people will make it that way, and it'll be like it's amortized over 15 years, but we got a balloon payment in 10, so it doesn't make any sense. It's like amortization is purely used for when you need to get a loan payment low enough, you pay it over a longer period of time. And
Well,
that's
the buyers love it though, because they can get in low.
no, they can't, because I'm offering them the whole deal. I'm saying, hey, I love your property. It's $200,000. I'll give you 5% down, and then I'm going to pay you 25% of the rents.
Right.
No amortization. That's just what I'm going to give you. And I'm basing it on rents. I'm not basing it on time. You see what I'm saying? Because if I'm amortizing it, they're just justifying it in a different way. I'm just saying, hey, it's, we get $1,000 coming in every month. I'm happy to give you a 25% of that, or $250. But I don't amortize it. I don't justify why I'm giving it that way through time. I'm justifying it through the rents. Okay, so and I'll give you a quick example. Okay, so let's say it's a $200,000 loan. I'm paying it off in 10 years, right? With 0% interest. This will amortize it exactly what it should be if you want it to be over 10 years, and how you're going to calculate it out. Okay. So, calculate. So in that sense, if I wanted to pay off $200,000 in 10 years with 0% interest, I would have to pay $1,600 a month. 16, 66, 67, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's our deal, is we're saying, hey, we'll pay off that $200,000 in 10 years, right?
So if you were to cut that down to 5 years, would it double that principal?
Yeah, of course. The principal, since we're not paying interest, yeah. So if this was 5 years, then you're paying twice as much.
Yep. Oh,
right?
Okay.
But here's the deal: we're not doing that. So it's really like trying to explain to somebody how to fix the engine of a car with baking utensils and baking a cake. They have nothing to do with each other. They really don't. They both have numbers and they're both a process, but that's it. Because what we're actually getting, and this is what some people do, is they say, okay, I'm doing, I'll amortize that over that $200,000 over 68 years or whatever. Let's see what it comes out to be. Okay, there we go. I nailed it. Like, that's the $250 I'm paying. And so am I going to tell these people, hey, and then the loan terms are 68 years? Like, it's
not good.
What's insane. Like, it just doesn't make sense. If I were selling something, I'd be like, wait a minute. I thought you said 10 years. So it's just, more than anything, it's confusing. The fact that I nailed that was pretty good. 60, let's see if it's 69. But this is what you've been seeing some people do. They go, hey, let's see exactly what it needs to be. Okay, 67. Okay, we're almost to 250. Let's go 66. This is calculations that have absolutely no meaning at all, because we're doing it differently.
Trent, I think I understand this, but we're kind of down a rabbit hole. I just wanted to do it from the perspective of a buyer when I'm on the phone with them. I'm not going to bring up all this stuff and websites and everything, start doing this. I just want to have a bird's eye view of the cash contract. It appears to be 8 pages, but the way it's laid out and the one I downloaded was very fluid, except there was one clause in here actually about appraisals in section 14 if you wanted to do that.
Okay, so yeah, what's it say?
Well, it says, if it's appraisal, they have the right, the buyer has the right to have the home appraised.
Absolutely.
Or they can do whatever they want to check it out. If you
Right.
hire an appraiser, a buyer's performance under this agreement, check one, appraisal shall not be contingent upon the appraisal of the property being
Okay.
equal to or greater than the agreed upon purchase price. That's A. And B, shall be contingent upon the appraisal of the property being equal to or greater than the purchase price. If the property does not appraise to at least the amount of the purchase price, or if the appraisal discovers the lender required repairs, parties shall have whatever business days to renegotiate. See, that part, I don't understand.
Okay, let me explain to you. So simple. I'm going to buy this property from you for $200,000. Oh, when I got it appraised, it was only worth $100,000. I'm out.
Right.
That's it. It's that simple.
Uh,
Because and so what's interesting, I
so
think
what they're saying, the appraisal will have no effect on the contract.
it can, it can, you get to decide.
I mean,
It's one of those things. You're
up
picking
front,
one.
if you agree that it will, then it will, right?
Yeah, and you want that. You want it to be contingent on the appraisal, because you're not going to be able to get a loan.
Yeah.
Because if the bank goes, why am I loaning you 200 grand and this place is only worth 100 grand?
Well,
I'm
again,
not doing that.
If you stay with the cash contract, there is no loan. Well, not necessarily, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
A lot of people are
Okay,
saying, I just want to pay you cash, but I'm going to be borrowing it from somebody.
Okay.
From somebody. There's no contract, like everything's simplified. There's no contract that says I'm going to get a loan for this property.
Yeah.
Like you don't go in and say,
15,
yeah,
it says required documents prior to the closing. The parties agreed to authorize all necessary documents. Well, my head says what necessary documents? In good faith, in order to record the transaction under the conditions required by the recorder, title company, lender. So what are all the necessary documents?
there are things that you'll have in closing. Stuff like HOA rules and regulations.
Okay, we mean which will pop up in the process of the title search.
Yep.
Okay.
Not the title search, but the closing. Yeah, the transaction coordinator is going to be compiling all that stuff.
Will pop up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they don't. Yeah, I mean, it's required for any deal for you to have anything you want, like seller disclosures, seismic activity, lead-based paint. Those are all documents that nobody ever reads them. They're kind of just customary, but they do protect you.
Yeah. Trent, thank you so much for your patience. But
Of course.
I want to get to the point where I'm not hemming and hawing, or I'll get back to you type thing, because I just would like to make the mistakes right now.
My suggestion is keep it simple.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if you understand it.
No. Even if you don't understand it, like,
well, that's what I'm saying.
don't go down the rabbit holes that you don't need to go down.
I want to get the bugaboos out right now.
No, I get it. I totally understand it. It's for your confidence, so you feel good when you're talking to them and you have the answers.
Yeah.
The best answer to anything is, hey, let me check that out. Let me look into that. Let me find out. That's what anybody that has any kind of you give yourself time and then you go figure it out, because it's super hard to teach hypotheticals. I hate hypotheticals but it's also hard to teach what somebody's gonna potentially ask you and cover everything.
Yeah.
I can give you a lot of it, but it's a situation where we're like, things are going to come up that we're like, oh, let me look into it. I do it here all the time. Like, you guys will be like, hey, this says UGA, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, and boop, 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 I type it up, and I'm like, oh, UGA is user generated A, whatever.
So, as it stands right now, we need to get the buyer's agreement up in the right place, and we need to get a trust acquisition contract up in the right place.
Correct. Yep.
All right. Thank you for your patience.
Absolutely. We didn't get through the whole contract, but if
All
you're
right. Well, if you
satisfied, then
want
we're
to,
good.
all right.
Is there, but I mean, so
Well,
this
let's see,
is,
where are you right now? You're in,
this is a cash contract. We found it. And so we've got it
Okay.
now. It's called the right thing. So kind of the same thing. So yeah, when we say cash contract, I always mean that we're going to give you all of your money right away. So the way I do that is I get a loan. So that's why, I mean, people, yeah, there's a lot of terms that just don't really fit. I know Jerry, I mean, whoever it is, Pace Morby bases his whole thing on sub 2. That's his marketing, but it's not really a sub 2. We're not doing a sub 2 usually. We're doing a trust acquisition where we're,
well,
taking it over.
he uses all three platforms, quite frankly. He's famous.
So what is a sub 2? Is going to the bank and saying, hey, we want to come in and redo this loan and take it.
You don't go to the bank the bank.
A sub 2 you do.
No.
Okay.
No, his whole thing is not to bring the bank in. That's why he has that whole thing he's concocted.
Yep, I know. I might be dead wrong, so we'll see. A subject to real estate transaction occurs when a buyer takes ownership of a property while the seller's existing mortgage remains in place. The buyer takes over the monthly payments and gains control, but the loan stays in the seller's name, allowing for a faster closing and no financing or a lower closing. So that's not true either.
Yeah, he puts in there
because the
something like deed in lieu of foreclosure. That's supposed to calm the seller down.
No, because the deed in lieu of foreclosure, the again, the due on sale clause is what we're trying to avoid more than okay. So
well, yeah, obviously, but so you don't want the bank to be notified by
subject, yeah, but subject to they are notified. Like
no, that's his whole thing. They're not notified.
I know. Okay.
Sometimes AI is screwed up.
I agree. I'm just trying to figure.
Now there, both you and with the other guy Wholesale, Hold My Hand Wholesale. He's found a way. I think both of you guys are on a good thing with using the was it the land trust as a mechanism for a better than sub 2.
Correct, but it's also misnamed sometimes because that's why the mortgage a subject to is you ask the bank, hey, is this can this be subject to?
No.
And they'll
you don't even talk.
I don't want him to contact the bank. That's what I'm saying. Right. That's why when it's put out as yeah, just do a sub 2. I don't know. It's my own personal qualms with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just because it is we're using a trust.
Right.
The seller.
That's one of the 3 arrows in our quiver.
What's the other 2?
Cash and seller finance.
Oh no, but I mean, as far as subject to, like doing subject to means the best way to do what everybody calls a subject to is to put it in a trust. Right. We're in agreement.
Yeah,
that's
I agree that it's better than subject to
the trust.
Yes,
we're on the same page. Right. You're saying what I'm saying. Yeah, because the subject to is alerting the bank. The trust is not alerting the bank, which is okay. So we're on the same page. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I was I
almost had a deal in Florida when point, and the guy, and so many realtors are there are some really neat realtors, but this one guy was saying, "Oh, well, you can
Assume,
assume
right.
this guy's mine." And I said, "No, you don't want to assume that." And he says, "What?" So you kind of have to try to go down a rabbit hole, and that tends to kill the momentum of what you're doing.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I'm kind of saying too, is assumption. Here, let me just. So if we use those, let me just see what it says. When a buyer buys a property and assumes the mortgage, the buyer becomes a primary liable for the debt and the seller becomes secondarily liable, which isn't true. Because assume means buyer takes on the liability, seller no. Subject to means the seller is not released from responsibility. Okay. So that's the beauty of changing the name into a trust.
Yeah. Okay.
That makes sense. So,
But I thought we were actually talking about cash offers. Can we finish the contract?
okay. Yep. I thought you were done, but we'll go
Well,
back.
no, I mean, if you want to stop here, fine. But I
I don't
think
care. I'm
at
fine.
some point, the overview has to be had, because we're going to be on the phone with the seller that's going to say, "What's this about?" And
Okay.
we don't want
So
to start playing a verbal ping pong at the wrong time.
no, absolutely. And usually my feeling is the less you say, the better.
Well, I agree, but there are going to be questions.
Sure. And what are you going to answer if you don't know the answer? Oh, let me get back to you.
Bo
It's
Peep
that
is your
simple.
answer.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just so much simpler. Okay, so closing date, we can decide what the closing date is for a cash deal. And it can be anything. It could be tomorrow if we wanted to try to do it that fast, but they won't do it. Title transfer. At closing, the seller shall transfer the title to the property to the buyer. So that, does that make sense? That one?
Yes.
Okay, and then we go to closing costs. And so closing costs usually going to be determined that I always go for 50-50.
Well, especially with that new FinCEN thing, right?
Well, now you're going
It can
somewhere else.
cost almost $600. So if we
You're,
can split that in half.
now you're going somewhere else, Robert. I'm
Huh?
not allowed to go down rabbit holes. I get in trouble.
Well, we're talking about closing costs. Hello.
You're the best. So yeah, so what we do is in fact, Joe Bell, can you change this? Let's make it just default as it's 50-50 split. And then they can negotiate for that.
There you go.
So we'll put this as a 50-50 split. Thanks, buddy. Okay. Seller represents and warranties. So these are, and this is why we go to title. Ownership. The seller is solely the sole owner and legal right to the property. They're allowed to sell it. Seller is not in default under.
That would come out during the title search, wouldn't it?
Correct. The seller is not default under the terms of. There we go. That's better. Hey, Joe Bell, I can change this myself. The is that the one that you have in school? Because I don't want people to be able to change it. They can make a copy of it and change it, but otherwise anybody can change anything, and then it messes us up. So you have copies of all these? Okay, so let's make sure we don't put out ones that are editable. Liens and encumbrances, just saying, hey, I don't have any liens. Taxes are all up to date. Okay.
Yeah.
Buyer represents warranties to the seller as follows. The ability to perform, the buyer has a financial ability to pay full purchase price at closing. to perform any obligations under this agreement. So that's saying that I will either pay a suitcase full of money, or it's going to be through a loan that I can, that I can qualify for. The buyer will not use property in violation of any zone laws, so I'm not going to come in and put in a
shopping center or something.
or even, I mean, it could even be the pad split if it's not allowed in that area.
Yep.
Then I
Gotta
can't
check
do it.
it out ahead of time.
Yep, exactly. In the event of default, either party of the agreement, the non-defaulting party may elect one or more of the following: termination, which is usually what we do.
Cut it,
If I
yeah.
can't perform,
Yep.
performance to compel the defaulting default to fulfill obligations.
That's usually the seller would have the ability to take your earnest money as compensation.
That's why we wait on it.
Yep.
Because know that when you're inspecting a property, it's not just the physical inspection, like we did in Independence.
Yeah.
So, hey, here's the lie. I'd like to buy this, but I'm going to inspect it over, And so I went through and I'm like, hey, this looks great. Oh, that's that. And then they said, oh no, you pay utilities. I'm like, whoa.
What document did you discover that on?
I asked them. I
You
said,
asked
send
her,
me.
and it
Yeah, I
turns
said
out she was paying 12.
she was paying all the utilities, and so
Right.
it ended up not cash flowing.
Right. Mhm.
And we got that from their T12.
Oh, okay.
So I saw, there was a line item that was
Yep.
utilities, and I'm like, wait, there's you're paying an extra $1,200-1,500
Yeah.
a month in utilities. Additional terms, you can put whatever you want to in here.
As is, yeah.
So this one's as is. Anything else that you want to put in here? So assignments and miscellaneous. Assignment of contract. Okay,
There it is. There it is.
this is our.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Agreement shall be governed by the laws of the state of whatever. That's why they're not state specific, because we say it in here.
Okay.
And so that'll default.
This is your contract you use every.
This is what we made.
All right.
This agreement contains entire understanding between the parties regarding the subject matter hereof to supersede all prior negotiations, understandings, and agreements, whether written or oral, between the parties. I like that too. Okay, so that's saying, that's just saying, hey, wait, you said the first day that you saw the property that you were going to come in and give me $1 million.
Yeah.
And I say, well, I did all my inspections and now I'm offering you 500,000. So that allows you to, okay.
Important.
Earnest money. Buyers shall deposit however much. Usually it's 1,500, but it can be discussed.
It's normally 1% of the agreed upon price.
Well, the beauty is it can be anything. So
yeah,
I could say $10 and it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I try to make that as low as possible,
Right.
because what if I screw up something and I didn't see that? I don't want to have to spend a ton of money. And then inspection period, and you know that one.
Yep.
That's it.
Wow.
So that's the contract. And so the beauty.
And this is on the school website.
Yeah. Under, where I showed you. So you go to community.
A cash purchase and sale agreement. Okay.
Yeah. So if you go, these are all the contract templates that you can search contract templates if you can't find it. But the secondary way to find it is you hit community. There's all these little bubbles here. One is contracts and disposition. Okay.
Trent, thank you for your patience.
No, it's totally fine. I just like when you scold me, and I'm not allowed to go off subject, but you're allowed to go off subject.
Okay.
That's you just being mean.
Yeah. Well,
you're like, yeah, of course it is.
What's that?
You're like, yeah, of course it is. One set of rules for you, one set of rules for me. I get it.
Well, I'm trying to put myself in a seller's position.
And the sellers or the buyers?
Obviously, it's some people are going to want to put us in what I would call an acid bath.
Well, here's the reason you go with the TC, a transaction coordinator. 100% the reason, because you go, hey, let's ask so and so.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that'll make you feel more comfortable. It's really, it's one of those things where, yeah, as long as you can do that, that's huge.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You killed it. No, I like that you do that, because then we can, I'm sure everybody else is like, oh, I didn't realize that part. John, what's up?
Hey Trent, how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you?
Good, good, good. How's it going?
It's going good.
Yeah,
What?
I came with some news. I don't know if there are good news or bad news, but
Okay.
we're about to find out, you know. So I was being consistent with the, pre-foreclosures that I told you. So I came across this one lady. Wait, I came across this one video that explained saying that when people go to pre-foreclosure, so we know how, like I explained you guys the other day, that we're gonna see, if we go to a public records website, we're gonna see it the day it was filed. And other people, on another hand, they're using such as like XLeads, PropStream, whatever, they will see it a little bit later, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Because it's got to move over.
yeah, I do believe that the county records is the perfect option and the fastest. But I came across this one other video that said, um, you never know. Maybe like there is a large amount of people that are going through the county, which I don't think so. But let's just say like, let's just assume that's right, right? And he said that there's a way of you seeing it before it goes even to pre-foreclosure. So for example, so by the law, I'm assuming if you miss two payments, you're already in the list, right? Let's just say it that way. But
Mm-hmm.
there are people who missed one payments and is about to go to pre-foreclosure, and the bank is kind of like, yeah, I could tell this person is not gonna make the second payment, so work on the paperwork. So it said that
And that's called what?
before it
That's
goes,
called a notice of lien, or no, notice of default.
list minutes.
Oh, it's just the list.
Yeah,
Okay.
notice of default. They say that, but it's this one that specifically I'm talking about. It's before even though, So I don't know how he said it. He said basically before they put the
Yeah,
thing
it's like a
in public.
pre foreclosure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he said before it goes to pre foreclosure list, right? What
Yeah.
they do is they change the deed or the title to trustee or something like that,
Yep.
and that's with certain states, not all
I saw
states.
the same video. Yep, you're right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
then
it's and so what that is a clue that they're heading that direction, and so you get
exactly.
in early and say, hey, let's save
Uh-huh.
you some money. You're not going to make these get the rents. Let's So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And
Notice of intent is what it's
what?
called.
Notice
No?
of intent. Well, it's a notice of let's see. Let me pull it up. Hold on.
no, I got the video. Oh, 1 second. Let me tell you. It was substitute assignment of substitute or something like that. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, it's a way of seeing.
Oh, appointment of sub trustee.
Yeah, it's a new appointment of sub. It's a transfer of sub trustee. So it's a new trustee coming into the situation, and
Uh-huh. Yeah.
that's the clue. Yeah, we saw the same. Was it on TikTok?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I saw the same thing. I think I saved it. Yeah, no. So it's a
And
notice of the trustee changing.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
But the thing is, if remember I gave you the list, right? I had another list which was not too much, but like it was like two or three counties in Texas itself. But Texas, like for me, I find it hard to use than Florida's system. So
Yeah.
that's why I wasn't even like paying attention. But then I had it like saved and I was like, let me go check this out, right? And I did it. I did like three counties, I think. That's all I had. But I messaged all of them. I didn't call any of them. And later, this one lady, she says, "No, I'm not in foreclosure." And then the next day I said, yes, you are. We both know that you missed the payment, right? And then she's like, she said this one thing. I don't know if she's just trying to play games or is she serious about it, if that makes sense, okay?
Yeah.
So let me read the message to you. So here's the thing. She says, um, wait, well, I said we all know you have missed the payment. They don't tell anything to you until they schedule an auction date. And I just put a quote mark as saying, I'm just saying, you know. And then she said, well, I blindly trusted my husband. Again, we are in this situation. We had to claim a bankruptcy in 2016 because of the same issue to save the house. Yes, I don't learn it, do I? With the question mark. And she says, he has no problem putting us in danger. And this time with 2 kids, I'm done. What's your offer? I think selling
Perfect.
would be that best option. But I'm just saying, she's like right straight up. Like
Well,
she
and
just
yeah, no, she wasn't handling her stuff, and so he did what he did. But the fact that you came in and said, "Hey, I want to help you out of this problem," that's the more gentle, nicer way to kind of point it out.
gotcha. Are
So
we
yeah,
able to
it's
see? Are we able to see like that? I was wanting to check the thing that she said she went filed a bankruptcy in 2016. I wasn't able to find that information. Do you know if there's any way to find it
yeah.
to
What's
see
her
if
name?
she's like telling the truth? Her name,
And let me ask you real quick. Why does it
huh?
matter if she's telling the truth or not?
No, I'm just saying that like because I had this one person who was like talking to me the numbers, and then he's like, "Well, you think I would sell it for that much?" You feel me? Like at the
Well,
end of the process.
yeah, but it's got to be a situation where, like, I've got one right now. Um,
Hmm.
she has a hard money loan. She is a first time investor, and she's like, I can't make the payment in March, and they need me to either they'll make a payment that is interest only, and they'll put it at the back of her loan. And that's so, but she still has to do the interest part. It's like $3,500. Um,
Mm,
and the house isn't really even worth that. And so we're trying to figure out, like, I'm coming in and saying, okay, let me help solve a problem. And so she's sent me the fact that she's gonna, the maturing date is March 1st. We got a
mhm.
week, so she didn't give me a ton of time. But yeah, that's when we jump into action and say, okay, let's see how we can solve your problem. Sadly, I don't think the place is worth it. But with yours, I don't care if it's true or not.
Uh-huh.
She's having a problem, and so let's help her solve the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
She's ready to sell. You just have to find her pain point. So in her situation, it sounds like she's ready to sell because she was duped, or her husband just wasn't paying attention, or whatever. He's being a guy. Um, and so she's got to find a way out. Now, is the way out always you sell me your place? I have a guy that in Michigan, he owed $11,000. It was Christmas time, and I'm like, how about this? How about you lost your job? How about I come in? I'll pay the 11,000. You give me your house. You can still live in it, and just you rent it for the price of the mortgage. I'm not even going to make money on it,
Mm.
and I'm going to give you 3 months free, so you can get back on your feet.
Oh.
Okay. So I acquired the property's mine, and I'm banking on a teeny tiny bit of appreciation. It's not a great, it's not like it's going to kill, but we solved this
Yeah.
problem. Yeah, it cost me 11 grand, but he was happy enough to um, put up his food truck as collateral, so he wouldn't run with he wouldn't just run away. Super good guy. I've made a friend. It's there's so many different reasons for doing this, and so
Yeah, yeah.
money is one of them, but being a human being is another. And so
Mhm.
she wasn't aware of it. You made it aware. You might have caused a divorce, but you didn't. you heeded, you just offered up the information. So
Yeah.
let's go to the next step where we're like going to talk to her and say, okay, maybe selling isn't the thing. Maybe we can work something out. And then use all your tools there. You know what I'm saying?
But what do we offer her other than selling it?
We ask her. That's the and I've used this a million times, and some people are probably tired of it, but how do you split an orange between two people? You got two people, one orange.
Uh-huh.
The answer is most people say you just split it in half, give each half. It's fair.
Yeah.
The true answer is ask each person what they want, because
Oh.
one person wants the rind for a cake she's baking, and the other one wants the juice because she wants the juice. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah, I see.
ask them what they want way early on, because she did say, screw that guy, I'm going to sell. And it's like, well, wait, let's see what makes the most sense for you. Okay, so it's not always selling, because you could come in and say, hey, stay there, I'll buy it, and you guys just make the payments like you normally do, and I'll take the responsibility of the debt.
That's great.
That works, right? Because you're buying it for the debt. There's probably still equity. If there is equity, then you get the equity.
There
But
is equity.
how much?
So on my system is showing 141, which I don't believe, because the original loan amount was 127, and right now,
Well, no, but that might be true, because they might be putting their debt on the back end of the loan. That's why.
maybe. And the estimated loan balance is 97, and this is a VA loan,
Okay.
and it's 4.3%. I was thinking about this sub 2, aka trust.
Yeah, trust
So
acquisition. Yeah, that'd be great.
I did the math. I'm assuming, I think it was like, so the payments is like $637 only PI. So tax and insurance. I did the rent cash yesterday. I think it was like 650 to 800 cash flow without including property management, obviously.
Right.
But PITI.
Yeah. So that's the creative part of creative financing. Let's find out what she needs. I mean, there's ways of doing it, so we can, we could potentially help her out.
Gotcha. Are we able to call her?
Sure. You want to do
Uh,
it right now?
Sure, sure. But the thing is, wait, what time is it in Texas? It's not like 8 a.m. or something, right?
No. It's 10.
Okay,
Oh, it's almost
gotcha.
11. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yesterday we talked, and I said, like, after that message, right? I said I can give you an offer unless I get some information. And I said, like, I'll put you on my calendar. I'll call you at 5 p.m. It was yesterday. When
Yeah.
I called her and she did not answer, it wasn't like she put me straight the next second to the voicemail, but like she actually didn't answer. I don't know if I catched her in the wrong time or anything, but she did saw my message, and I said, like, call me back when you're free, you know. So her name is Kristen,
Okay.
and her number is 915
Uh-huh.
412 7565.
Okay. Yeah. And she knows you from yesterday, right? Or the day before
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah. So we were talking like back and forth. So the first time I texted her it was Sunday. So
Okay.
then she got back to me, and I got back to her. So stuff like that.
Okay. What's the address?
It's gonna be 852 Cloudburst, all one word. Drive, El Paso.
And you think the rents are about 1,300?
Around there. I'm pretty sure it was like more than 1,200.
Okay. And the house isn't destroyed. I mean, it looks like it could use some updating. So, and the deal is we're not going after this one as a, I mean, we're looking at this purely as how can we help? And so, yeah, I'll call her.
And the pictures are, I think, from like I don't like long time ago.
Oh,
So I don't
really?
know if that means anything. Yeah. So they bought the property in 2014. So I'm assuming back then, you know.
Yeah. Let me just see what it's saying. So first thing we need is the mortgage statement. So that's something you always want to get as soon as you can,
Hmm.
because we want to verify everything, and that's the really only way to do it. So, because I like PropStream. It's a good place to go to find what you need, but sometimes it's wrong. Okay, so VA loan 127, and so where did you see 140? I see it as 95.
Wait. No, I didn't say. Well, I said estimated. What was it over here? Equity. I said 140 at the
Okay,
top right.
they're saying even higher, but let's see. Let's check the ARV real quick. I'm gonna try it with this one. I've got a bunch of them that I'm testing out, these ARV
Hmm.
binders. I don't know if I'm thrilled. We're building one. I've got a 16-year-old that's building one. So we can check that one too. Oh boy. I've got I got a whole nother issue. I've got a renter who had a problem on her vacation, and her husband got put in jail. So
Oh wow.
yeah, I got to help her out somehow. Okay, so here's what I'm getting as an ARV. You're up into the 200s. So this is based on these. These are all 3 2s, 2 2s. So 154 square foot. Let's see. So these are all 2026. Yeah, pretty comparable size-wise. And this one, so basically 154 square foot. But yeah, you're looking at a pretty good chunk of equity potential.
Hmm. Yeah.
So those are just in okay. And did she have a realtor she's working with?
No, this was off market.
Totally off
You know, I
market.
told you that the trustee thing. So
Yeah.
that's what I gave a shot, and then boom, you know.
Hey, you might have found the holy grail there. That's good. No,
I'm
I mean,
just like,
well, that's the key is finding the clues. It's not
uh,
finding hey, I'm in foreclosure. It's like,
yeah,
well, the bank owns it. Congratulations. We can't do
yeah.
anything.
I was like, you know what? Like, you know how I told you, like, since it was like too fast, she was like, okay, what's your offer? Like, I'm selling it, blah blah blah. I cashed that like as a maybe she's just lying to me, because you know before I've been in this situation where I got too excited, and then it was like too early, you know.
That is, I mean, I think we need to have a whole seminar on not getting excited about anything real estate because you get your
Yeah,
heart broken
until
constantly.
closing date.
I had a great buyer who was communicating and doing everything right, and he was an out of town Chinese businessman, and then I found out he was a 20-year-old kid that was just lying.
Oh.
He was a wholesaler, and so he was trying to get it because we got a good deal on it, and so it's like you just broke my heart. You just totally wasted my time. Okay, let's check. I'm going to check. I know you're curious about the bankruptcy, and I've got a place we can find that. So let's check this out and see. We'll get a little bit more information about Kristen. Again, I don't ever go deep dive on these kind of things because the answers are all with Kristen. She's going to be the one that helps us. Okay, so possible owners. There's Kristen. Now, what's interesting is it says possible residents. So I don't know. I don't know why she wasn't under owners. Was she under owners for PropStream?
Yeah, yeah. For PropStream, it was.
Okay, she was. Okay, so, and that's her number, huh? Yep, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so right here it says court records, and you can find court records. And usually that includes bankruptcies too.
Oh, so bankruptcy goes through court?
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, big time. Because when you go into bankruptcy, you owe a bunch of people money. And so I've been on the bad end of a bankruptcy where they owed me money and I had to go to court and claim my stake. And all they tell you is, hey, they're bankrupt. You're not going to get your money. And so you're like, well, that sucks. So
Yeah.
it's kind of the worst. No digitized bankruptcies. Was it in the early 90s? When did she say?
Yeah, she said it was 2016, but you see that's why I was like, I mean, I kind of do believe if she's like telling the truth, like if that's like what it is, but like at the same
Yep,
time,
here it is. Here's your proof.
oh, it is?
Whoop.
Oh,
She's not lying.
oh, wow.
But I'll
Wow.
reiterate, why does it matter? I know you're probably just looking for credibility, and the credibility comes
Yeah.
from the call.
No, like for example, when you make an offer to a realtor, right? They're gonna be
Uh-huh.
like, if I don't see proof of funds, I'm not gonna present the offer the same way I wanted to act. Not as a realtor, but you feel me? Like I don't want to waste the time.
I'd never, like, personally, when I call somebody, they never
Uh-huh.
ask me for proof of funds. Never. And it's
Oh wow.
because I command a different respect, maybe.
Oh, like your
Um,
confidence, more and more confident.
And so it's one of those things where I'm like, nope, not sending you proof of funds. If you don't want to do business, we won't do business. They're like, no, we're good. We're good. I'm like, because it's one of those things where I don't want to deal with that. But, I'm like, great, you send me proof of funds. And they usually
Yeah.
like, well, why do you need mine? I'm like, same reason you need mine, credibility. I want to see
Uh-huh.
that you're making tons of
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
So they back off. But
yeah.
you have to have the kind of the chutzpah to not care about the
Mhm,
deal and let it go away, So,
mhm.
okay, let's call her. And I'm just going to introduce myself as your partner,
Of course.
and that we were chatting about her issue, and we really want to figure out a way to help.
Hmm.
7565.
And don't forget to ask what she wants.
Yeah, no, we're going to figure out her problem, and then we're going to decide what she wants. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
That's all part of it. I mean, I want to, like, the woman that I was telling you about who's maturing in March. She's like, yeah, and I'd like to walk with, maybe 40, 50 grand. I'm like, or you can have your credit room. And they're like, that's not going to happen. That equity disappears.
Is it
But
true that people like would lose money instead of losing credit?
I can give you a couple examples. I've got, I've
No, I
got a,
mean, like, is it
absolutely.
that worth it for people? Like, do they care about their credit?
That's the whole reason I want you to ask what they need, because I've got one this is the woman, this is the renter that's in San Antonio.
Hmm.
The reason I bought it was the seller came to me, and this was through Richard Taylor. He found it,
Hmm.
we called on it together, and then I ended up paying him an assignment fee to get it because it was zero down. I gave her
Oh, wow.
nothing. And her problems were, I don't like the tenants that I put in. They're not paying on time. I don't like the solar deal that I did. It's $150 a month, and I don't like the soft water, that deal. I just want to
Oh,
get rid of all of it. If you would take all those headaches away from me, you can just have the house and just pay for the take over the mortgage.
damn. Yeah, Richard's team is crazy. They go way like lockup deals pretty good.
Yeah, so this was 2.75% interest.
Wow.
And so I mean, it was one of those deals where he said, "You want this?" And I'm like, "Yes." And he's like, "Oh shoot, I think I want it." I'm like, "Well, you already said you could have it." So it worked out. Okay, so let's call her and see what's going on.
Wow.
Come on.
I'm sorry I missed your call.
Sounds young. That's weird. This might turn into something that when you get a hold of her, just bring me in.
Oh,
She
okay.
might be at work.
Yeah. I just checked the thing. Remember I told you the other day, Deal Machine gives like a lot of information, and I see that she's 35 and what is it? That's not what I'm worried about. Is I'm just saying like it says maybe she's in active military.
Well, yeah, VA loan means she is probably. Because you know, VA, it's Veterans Administration.
Yeah, no. What I mean, like, do you think at the moment she's in military, like not at home?
She could be. Like
Oh,
overseas? You mean deployed? Possibly.
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, but you already talked to her.
And one more thing. Um, this one is kind of surprising. I don't know if I made the right decision. It's another property that is near where I live, and I have a bunch of real estate agents, and that market is kind of hot. And then I spoke with one realtor. I was like, "Listen, I don't know any buyers in this area, but would you be able to bring me that buyer? Is if I lock up deals around specifically only in that area, and specifically for seller finance, because where there's a lot of people who are from my nation, like from my country, and
Uh-huh.
they don't like interest rates. And I
Yeah.
told, but they have a hefty amount like to put down. I explained her, listen, like, what if I lock up for 8 to 6 years, maybe 10 years? Do you think it's good? And then she was like, yeah, bring it over. And then I didn't tell her the amount. I didn't tell her the address, but I made an offer to a realtor who has to get back to me today. Do you want to take a look at the numbers?
Yeah, sure.
The address is
Yeah, hold on.
634.
Let me just finish this
Okay.
text to her real quick to
All
Chris.
right. No worries.
Okay, so I just told her that I just you told me about her situation and that I wanted to help. Okay. And her name is Kristen. Just I always keep I put them in my contacts right away. So
Mhm.
what was her last name?
1 second. Kristen Saiz, Saiz. Wait,
What?
no, Kristen Nelson,
Kristen.
Nelson.
Okay. Okay, cool. And this is the property. Yeah, I always keep all this information in my contacts just so when they call, I've got it right in my fingertips.
Yeah, that's right. You don't want to be like, who are
Yeah, it's like,
you?
oh, hold on, let me see. I have no idea who you are. So
I remember I used to do that. I used to call to like 200-300 people a day, and then this was when I just started. And then
yeah.
while I was like, I used to go for a walk every day, and then while I'm on walk, random people would call me. And I was like, "Hello, who's this?" And they're like, "Who are you? You called me,
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay, what's the address?" They're like, "I'm not gonna tell you, man."
It's like you should know the address. Exactly. That's the whole point. Good. That's a good lesson. Okay,
Yeah,
now explain to me, there's gotta be, and I think you're hitting on it right now. You're Muslim, correct?
correct.
So you don't the law of the religion is not to pay interest or to What, give me the,
Yeah, not to pay interest, but I have like, but in the thing, like in the book, right? It doesn't say, um, like I think I'm assuming it is cool if you get a loan, but basically, you know how you don't pay it from your money, but the tenant pays. But some people, there are some rumors that says it's not allowed, but in the book it doesn't specifically say that like you cannot let someone else to pay. So I'm assuming that's okay, you know.
my rule is, because it's always open to interpretation, it's what makes you sleep at night. If you can sleep,
Uh-huh.
you feel good, then you're good to
Yeah,
go. You know,
uh-huh.
it's got to be a personal, because
Yeah, yeah,
in any religion, nobody is holding you to any of it. You're free to follow it or not follow it. So you've got to find out what makes sense for you. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
and what makes sense for your family too. Because,
Hmm.
okay, so what are you thinking about doing with the ones that you want me to look at? What's the address?
Yeah, it's 634 Nicole Drive.
In Southampton, PA?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and what's going on with this?
So this been staying on market like almost 100 days, I believe. It's 90 something. So
Right.
and obviously we know the property is vacant and they're probably paying the mortgage, taxes, insurance,
Yeah,
stuff like
this
that.
is a
The thing
monkey
is,
on their
this is
back.
very, very high equity. I think they owe like less than $9,000 in the mortgage. And I was like, this could be good for seller financing. And then I made an offer yesterday. I said 750 um over the payments. I did not say like 8 years, 10 years, nothing. I just want to hear back from them and then discuss the rest of the thing.
Perfect. And then what can it rent for?
Uh, if I'm not mistaken, it's like over 2,000.
Okay, and
Let
so
me.
what are you doing as your monthly payment?
That's what I wanted to hear back from them to see
So no,
how.
you're no. You decide, because you want it as low as possible. I
Uh-huh.
do I simplify seller finance to the point where
Uh-huh.
I offer to start, I offer 25% of the rents. So in this case,
Mm.
you'd offer 500 a month. You're
This is
guaranteed to cash flow.
it rents up for 2940.
Oh,
Let's just shoot.
29.40.
Yeah, let's just
Oh,
shoot for 29.
yeah. Yeah.
But
So
the thing is, we're not like I'm not expecting an investor to come in the picture and get this. I've heard that a lot of home buyers are there lining up, basically in that region. They want property, especially single family, and I think that like someone who is a first time home buyer or something like that, they are ready to put maybe a little over 20% down if it's in this term, like no
yeah.
interest rate.
So here's my simple seller finance. The beginning is I start at 5%
Mhm.
down, and then 25% of the rents is my payment. A 10-year balloon, if they ask for it, is where I'll probably be. A lot of other people do lower, but let me ask you, are you going to keep this property for yourself, or do you want to wholesale it?
No, I want to also.
Okay, cool. So that's where I start. Again, what I've found is if the deal's not good enough, it's not going to sell, especially right now because it's a buyer's market. It's crazy buyer's market right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
so
I do
yeah,
believe this one would sell like in May. If
well,
in
you don't
May,
know.
if not the same day.
Honestly, you don't know because your terms won't sell. 20% down, nope,
Oh
not
no,
going to sell. No, because you can get a loan for 20% down. It's
but
got
it's
to
not
be it's got to be a ridiculous deal. So if you can get it 5% down and 25% of the rents, you're good to go. And that's anywhere, like if it is 2,900, I don't know if that's true. I don't trust it. And you learn all this by buying properties, and you're sitting
yeah.
on these properties, and
No,
you
I
assumed it was
understand.
going to be.
But you know how I told you, like how I tell you, this would I think this is a great opportunity, especially for people who are just like me, aka Muslims. So, for example, if I look back 5 years ago in 2021, while it was COVID, we bought our first property. But I'm just looking back. If there was an opportunity, we put like 20% down, right? That's nothing for like back at that time. But like I'm just saying, if someone would have came to the picture, it'd be like you put 20% down, even 40, even like maybe even 50, because we had ability at that time. And then I was like, but you get it for 0% interest, and you pay it off in like 4 or 5 years, or even 8. Like doesn't matter. Um, I think this will sound crazy, but I think people, especially Muslims, I think they would take this. This is a steal. I know it kind of doesn't make sense, but
It does
trust
if you get it for the price I'm saying. Start
uh-huh.
there. Again, that's the starting point. Doesn't have to be the ending point, but know your threshold because you want to make it sellable. You don't care. I mean, if you can find a list of Muslims that are looking for it, or if actually Stephen Ward's here and he's putting together retail buyers. And that's the kind of the overlooked buyer is a retail buyer. And so there's a lot of retail buyers that aren't W-2 employees. They are 1099 employees. They have a harder time getting a loan because they don't have consistent income. And so so when we can find the guys that Steven's putting together that need help, we can do a bunch of things with the seller finance. I can come in and offer to, ask them for 20% down, make it a potential lease to own situation. There's a bunch of things that you can do. And so, yeah, that's you're on the right track. If you find your buyer first and then search it out, you're going to be in great situation, especially with Muslims. I mean, if you know the Muslim community so well, you've got the rapport, then that's awesome.
I do know that like to be honest, there is no like you said, there's no guarantee for anything, but I do
Right.
know I have I used to live around that area, and back at that time it was a lot. And I spoke with a few realtors yesterday, and my uncle is also a realtor in this town. And then but he doesn't do marketing too much, but I reached out to someone who does marketing a lot, and I said, like if I bring this to the table, are you able to like let it go? Like, do you have active buyers at that time? And she was like, yeah, actually, my buyers, I tell them like to show good tax returns, so that way they're eligible
Yeah.
for
Absolutely. But the
higher.
seller finance, you don't need any of that, which is awesome.
Exactly. That's what I said. Like, I have
Yeah.
this, and she was like, "Wow, that's great." But like, I told her that don't be too excited yet because I don't have anything on the contract. So I
Well,
said,
yeah,
like,
no, hey, Stephen, am I segueing to what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, you brought up what Jason and I's initiative is with primary home residence buyers, connecting them with creative finance sellers. That's
So
entirely
great.
what
It's
Nolo
so
Homes
needed.
is geared to do. So we are shoring up the plans for that. Hopefully have like a more full launch by, I'm hoping end of the second week of March.
Okay.
But we have the site tentatively up, and I've already been generating interest, but we're going to hold a training event. Probably.
Do you want to share your
the
screen?
I mean I can. It's just the site itself. It's not going to go over everything about it, but I can.
Yeah, I
Just
just
a
saw you
sec.
looking at it, so I didn't know if you wanted to share it or not. If I can
You have
figure
to
out.
send a request to get approval.
Here's your approval. I
Thanks,
approve.
sir. All right, so let's go ahead and share this guy here.
And I'll turn mine off so it won't be confusing. Okay.
So Nolo Homes we've been discussing this for Trent, it's been for a while. I brought this up ages ago that somebody should do this, and then I decided to do it myself.
So glad. I'm
everybody
100% on board.
everybody in wholesaling is entirely geared, their entire mindset, their pitches, their structuring, their underwriting, every conversation is built around investor buyers. How do I get a good enough deal with the seller that I'm trying to convince to sell their home, or the real estate agent trying to convince them to build me in margin so that I can make a good assignment fee and it's a good enough deal for an investor to make money when they run it as a rental property or however whatever their strategy is to hold. But they still usually need to make margin. There are a few that will buy non-performing properties for tax purposes, for equity plays, but in general, they still want a cash flow positive. And with interest rates given what they are, and the markets given what they are, it's harder and harder to do so. For a lot of properties, especially in like Texas and Florida, places that have higher taxes, home taxes, make it a lot harder to make a cash flowing opportunity for them. So how do we avoid this? So what that results in is probably 8, depending on the people that you're working with, but probably 7 to 8 out of every contracted deal you get locked up probably won't find an end buyer, at least without renegotiating or extending the contract you have past what is already due, and that puts it at risk. So my goal is to triple closing rates, right? I want to tackle the strategy from both directions. So what we're going to do is we're going to take properties that yourselves or anybody else that we work with, they get a seller that they get under contract, a property using creative financing methods, right? And we're going to go after finding a buyer for that property. So I'm going to train wholesalers to do dispositions and also build relationships with agents, realtors, and mortgage brokers, because you're going to be calling on this property in that area, talking with these agents and saying, hey, I have this property locked up with a fantastic deal for somebody who wants to live in it. And if you have somebody that wasn't able to qualify by standard conventional means of getting a mortgage, they don't have to for this. We'll do a bit of qualifications to make sure it makes sense for them and they can afford the property, but we can have them. But if it meets their needs for their family, they can go into this, and you can still make your commission, because the agents that we work with, the mortgage brokers, they're still getting paid in the pipeline. So yes, everybody in this is going to make a better deal for everybody involved. So that's the first direction. Not only will you be calling those agents and realtors, mortgage brokers with a purpose and building a relationship so they bring future buyers, but you can end up making, even if it isn't your wholesaling deal, you can make a good portion of the dispo on it by taking that initiative. So we're training people on doing that. And in the other case, I'm spending the time marketing and talking with agents and brokerage agencies and building up a community of these guys that will bring us buyers. So they bring us buyers, and we have a buy box for you as a wholesaler to represent that buyer and go into the marketplace for that area and talk to sellers and agents about getting their home under contract, using all kinds of different creative financing means. We're talking seller finance, hybrid, sub-2, wraps, lease options, anything that's non-standard that will meet the needs of the buyer, right? If the buyer doesn't have enough capital to put down right away, then we could do a lease option. They'll gain the capital through doing the lease option. If they have plenty of capital and so on, maybe they don't even want to, maybe they could qualify, but they aren't interested in the high interest rates right now, which we can find a sub-2 at 4%, 4.5% pretty reasonably nowadays. And that beats the market by 2 points.
Well, I've got one right now at 2.25.
That's fantastic.
That I'm chasing. I want to sell it, but yeah. And I love the fact that we're going after the biggest audience, which is people that need to live somewhere,
Yeah.
I think it's
but
amazing.
But imagine how that changes the conversation, Trent. When you go to pitch a seller or an agent to sell their property, and now you represent somebody specific. You represent a home buyer family. You
Yeah.
know, you could talk to them and be like, hey, I'm calling representing John Smith on this property. He's looking for a home for his family. I've seen you've been on the market for quite a while, and I thought you might be considering something creative. He's looking for a great home in here, and he qualifies, but just not using standard lending. Would you consider him making payments to you to purchase the property? He can put 10% down.
Yeah, such a softer pitch. I mean,
That's such a softer
it
pitch.
kind of goes back to my when John and I were talking. We're here to solve problems,
Exactly.
and if I can solve problems and if I don't make money off of it, I'm kind of okay with it. Just because I want to help somebody out. If it's a good feeling. I mean, it doesn't always have to be money, but in this situation, it will be, which is great.
Yeah. So the buyers will come to Nolo either from the mortgage broker's agents. They'll fill out the information about what they're looking for in general, and they'll submit it, and we'll have a call with them. I'll clarify what we're doing. They're going to pay probably about $750 to commit us and to commit themselves to us finding them a home.
And that's
They'll get it credited back once we close on the property, but that binds them where we're not dealing with people that aren't committed to this.
That's
It's
perfect.
it's important to do that, especially if we're working with mortgage brokers, because I'm going to pay them consulting fees because I can't put their license at risk by giving them what they consider kickbacks.
Right.
So they have to make guaranteed money on working with us no matter what happens.
Nice.
So we'll list properties that they can see here, and if they can just peruse the site and find ones that work for them, they can go ahead and just submit an interest to that, and we can move the process along. So that'll be part of our marketing. If somebody wants to sell their home using creative financing means, like when just wants to reach out to us, they can do that. The partnering is just going to be for agents, mortgage brokers, and realtors, or anybody else that comes across these type of buyers. We've got an FAQ and the process broken out. They'll be able to log in and see what properties they have here, and we're gonna go after it. So as far as like how people can end up joining us, we're gonna have a separate community. We can't really use any of the ones we're part of because this is going to take so much effort and focus and a lot of communication that it's going to get lost in minutia, especially if we were trying to do it in like the Hold My Hand community or any of the other communities that we're part of. So we're going to end up starting our own community. The training event is likely going to be about $100. We're going to do an hour or two, probably an hour and a half to 2 hours, Jason and I, to do the training and get everybody up to speed on what we're going to do. And that'll get them 2 months into our community, very similar to what you got going on, Trent. And we're going to, we're going to have them start going after properties. So I'm going to supply them with like things that we have and we know are under contract that they can go start building those relationships. And then as I get buyers, they're going to be trained and committed to going after them. So we're going to get it in front of them so that they can go find creative properties.
It's amazing. I'm so, I've talked about this since we first met. I mean, it's the biggest group of buyers there is, and you're solving problems, and it's not predatory, and it's honest, and it's all the things that I want.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so great. But those things don't matter to a lot of people. They're just out for the buck. And if you can make a long-term buck, that's going to be 10 times more valuable, and it's an honest buck. So it's great. I'm really psyched. I'm psyched to get started. I'm going to really kind of implore everybody to do it. When do you think is it going to be a daytime training session, or?
We're going to probably hit it on like a Saturday.
Oh, good.
Where
Okay.
everybody's kind of free. We'll get a sign up available for it. Man, Jason's been really busy. And I need him to help sign off on a few things. So he's kind of delayed us a little bit, unfortunately. So I'm hoping we'll get it by mid-March or
Okay. Good.
but once we have that locked down, we'll let you know. And of course, I know Jason and I will probably have we'll pull you into a separate meeting.
Yeah, I'd love to.
We've got a couple other things to be able to go over, you know,
Yeah,
cohort wise. Yeah,
absolutely.
sure.
No, I think it's awesome. Are you up and running that we can test an address or test a buyer or do some proof of concept stuff?
I do have a few people that I've talked to with this. They aren't completely trained. People want to go after it.
No, I mean buyer.
have
as far as people that we can help.
Sure. I haven't met with them yet. I have 2 entries of people that are looking for 2 buyers. That I haven't met with them yet. Hopefully, I was going to delay. They're not in a major hurry. I was going to delay that until I get rolling, just so I have somebody to send them to. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah. So it'll probably be another week before I can start taking buyers. I haven't started the marketing for it yet. I need to make sure that I have trained people ready to go to receive those. But if I get a couple of them here entry and we want to start something, you train and you teach everybody creative financing anyway, so you guys could go after it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have any problem with that.
Well, if nothing else, just to get proof of concept.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Maybe for your marketing.
Yeah, I have one that's already submitted that wants it, that we need. I just need to meet with them and make sure they understand and are committed, and then we can go. I have another one I do need to meet with as well. So I may have 2 for you already, and I haven't even done anything. So
that's the way it should be. That's awesome.
Which is kind of funny. It's just from having the basic conversations of being on live events and talking about what we're doing. So it's been pretty good.
Awesome. That's amazing. I'm psyched. We're in. I'm speaking.
Yeah, I mean, everybody. What have you guys been doing? I haven't really participated in the school or seen much of you since you kind of started doing your own thing and left the Hold My Hand community. So yeah, I haven't really seen what's been going on with you and your teams and your group.
So I've been doing Discord for forever, and we switched over to this because what I wanted to do, and I always promised everybody I'd do everything for free, and so I created this to do it better than free, which is everybody that signs up gets a 50% affiliate link, and so we're all making the same amount of money. So anybody that brings anybody in is getting reoccurring 50% affiliate, and so. More than anything, the reason I want to do that is so you can start off selling something. And it helps people understand the whole sales process and what it takes and what kind of marketing you've got to do and all that stuff. And then switch over to wholesaling. Because I mean, wholesaling is, I bought properties because it's easier to buy properties than it is to wholesale them. And so it's kind of been, that's been kind of my MO, is I'm investing more than anything, but when we all get together, it's really cool. Sean here's been buying as well. He's got construction in La Crosse, Wisconsin, but he's buying in Flint, Michigan, and in Kansas City, Missouri. Very cool. So this is more of a place to hold everybody accountable. This is your buddy that you signed up with the gym, together, and we all just kind of get together. Jerry yesterday got a contract, his first contract. He sat in here for probably 2 weeks, pretty quiet, but just absorbing. And then he struck and he got a great deal. It's 50% of what they were asking for. ARV is like 190. He got it under contract for 32. And so these are, this is what this is more of a place to come. So you have some place to go, if that makes any sense. because
Yeah.
it's such, and we do it for 4 hours every morning. And so questions come up, and like this morning we worked with Robert, and he's like, can we just go through the contracts and so I can understand everything, so I can explain it better to, you know, when I'm dealing with sellers, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely, let's do it. It's
Fantastic.
answering those questions that Richard didn't have time to do, and that was always frustrating for me. And so it's a place to go. It's a meeting room.
I appreciate that. Okay. That
been really
that makes
fun.
some good sense.
Well, and I want to promote everybody in here. I don't care who you are. I like, you've got something, and so
Sure.
let's, and it's going to be an excellent fit for somebody, and somebody else is going to be like, I don't get it. But let's like I want to promote anybody that comes in, loan officers, lawyers, TCs, everybody. So there's a place to go, and so it's working out really well so far. I mean, we're a month old, so
No, it's nice.
But-
I dig it.
well,
No, that's great.
if I got the Steve Ward, I dig it, then I know I'm doing something right.
Oh yeah. No, I'm a fan of you know, I'm a fan of everybody using whatever they're most comfortable with that's going to help them. You know, and initiative is important. So if people are taking the initiative to be part of a community and put forth the effort in there, right? You know, how could I speak bad about that, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's kind of why, and you know, real estate, any type of phone work you do, any type of sales work you do, any type of anything where you're doing the drudgery of like rejection is a big part of it. And it's a lot of the same thing. Man, community helps you push through it. Like,
Oh yeah,
and
there's definitely grind.
yeah, building people up when that's what they have to go through all the time, every day. For those who don't know me on here, like I've owned a call center for sales and marketing for quite a long time. And do you want to talk about outbound sales being like the most difficultly, painstakingly drudging business? Like, you have to deal with, like, my agents make 350 calls a day, and you know, on average, and you know, they like, there's only so, like, it takes a particular kind of person that can handle that level of
Rejection.
of
That was high
just
school
abuse.
for me.
Abuse. So,
that was anybody I tried to date in high school.
you got to
That was
keep
right.
people
Yeah.
people positive and moving forward. That's why every time I ever did a live, I always ended with, don't get hooked, or don't get stuck on any property, any conversation, anything that you've gone through. Move to the next one.
Absolutely.
You do not know look forward to how good it's going to feel to have a good conversation next.
Yep.
And don't get hung up on a property. Don't get hung up on a phone call. They don't matter. There's so many more out there.
Yep.
There's always another property. There's always another opportunity. So you're not on, like, you know, you're not being, you're not going to get you're not going to get tortured just because you walk away from that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, you've got the affiliate, that 50% affiliate. Throw it through your call center. See what comes from it. I'd love to know.
Oh no, so the call center is definitely contractor employees. They're not doing real estate. So that call center.
I thought it was for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my call center business is another one of my businesses. So they just do sales and marketing for medium or small to medium businesses that do, like, mostly government work for stormwater and fire and life safety, things that are required inspections and stuff like that. So we talk to a lot of businesses. I also used to do we also used to do a lot of finance, teacher financial retirement type stuff. But yeah, so we've moved away from a lot of the residential type things. We're mostly work business, but you know, everybody's got to have something else going on.
No, that's the important part for sure. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for showing it off. I'm
Of course.
beyond excited. When Jason sent me that email, I was like, oh, sweet.
He's like, I talked to Jason. He's like, I want to talk to Trent about this. And I'm like, yeah, you definitely should. I haven't talked to him in a bit. I don't really know what he's up to as much, but for sure, like yeah. So I'm glad he reached out, and then I'm like, all right, well, I'll join in and see what's going on,
Yeah,
and we'll
I'm
start
loving it.
talking.
Great. Yeah, anytime. I mean, again, it's a place to work. It's a place to get your stuff done. And when you have a question, especially when you're a little bit newer, that's the beauty. Is it's for new people. It's for old people. Like, it's something that allows you to just like, wait a minute, what do you guys think about this? And then we all discuss, and it works out great. But the bottom line is get on the phone, and we just constantly get on the phone.
That's how you were back when you were doing the 4-hour lives back at Hold My Hand as well, because on the phone, everybody up making phone calls, put in the work. You got to get people over that hump of anxiety.
Oh, the
Like,
fear
if they
is
just
ridiculous. Yeah.
yeah, as soon if you just force yourself to make the call, the reality is usually less less devastating than the fear of it. So
I think that's any fear of swimming, fear of anything is.
besides spiders, I think the
Oh
reality
my
of
God,
spiders
no, stop that.
is way worse.
You're way bigger than a spider. You have a foot. You can win. You can win that fight. How about snakes? Are you a snake guy too, or no?
I don't mind snakes. Spiders though, nothing.
Everybody's got their thing.
Everybody's got their thing. I don't mind snakes.
Yeah, mine's midgets. I don't like the midgets. I've never. Well, they're little. The hands smell like cabbage. That's the weird part.
Really?
I'm going.
Wow.
I'm going nowhere with that one. Okay, hopefully we weren't recording any of that. I love midgets. Oh, that sounds bad too. I don't know what's going.
That's right. To keep digging that hole, buddy.
I just step in it, and then I step in it again, and then I move my foot over to step in it third time.
So
right,
also,
Steven,
on the third front here, before I walk out, I do know we want to end up talking as well.
Yeah, anytime.
But yeah, Jason, I also I think we'll probably get into I'll probably get into, maybe Jason will come along or not, but we might end up getting into an RV park or storage facility this year.
Are you doing RV or mobile homes? Huge difference.
I would rather do RV because I want something that's a week or less so it can be considered active.
Okay.
So I want something vacation related.
Why RVs are, everybody likes RVs, but mobile homes parks are, you're not dealing with anything but a piece of concrete.
Well, it depends, because the mobile home park that I actually am underwriting for one of my other guys, it's got 36 mobile homes. It still has probably 6 or 7 openings on it. It's 2.1 million, but it has an NOI of 228K. It's an over 10 cap.
Do you own the mobile home?
You do own the mobile homes. That's the thing.
You did. No,
see,
that's no bueno.
See, that's the ticket. You could do mobile home park if the modulars aren't owned.
Absolutely, that's the main thing.
I can't find any of those to buy. They always have ones they own.
Yeah, well, it's usually ones they acquired. They didn't want to own them.
Sure.
My family is the largest mobile home park owners in the country.
Don't they also own a whole bunch of RV parks?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I had that wrong actually, because I thought that they owned RV parks.
No, it's all mobile home parks. And
really?
And their buy box is 250 spaces or more per park, and it needs cash flow 1.5 million a year. And so
that's pretty crazy.
No, they're awesome.
I mean, but it's good to get the business of those and owning those using creative financing is so much more lucrative than single family or even multifamily.
Well, I got into single family just to understand the process.
Sure.
That's why. But yeah, I'm learning apartment buildings are what's, but there's management involved. And so you've got to make sure you get the right property managing and all that stuff. But yeah, that's why I've just been curious why I know Pace Morby is really leaning into RV parks. So the
thing about RV park that interests me is that if the stays are a week or less, I can take it as active income. It's like a short-term rental.
Okay.
So I can take the bonus depreciation of the business against my active income because I still have a shit ton of taxes.
Sure.
So I would rather do that than buying short-term rental and converting them to long-term, which I can do as well. If you buy, and for those who are on here don't know this strategy, you can buy a property, let's say in December or even November, and you can run it for 1 month, or even that you have you have the purpose of running it as a short-term rental. Even if it doesn't profit as a short-term rental, you can take the entire year of that entire first year of depreciation and bonus depreciation with cost segregation. So,
Okay, you just threw out 3 big words that
Oh, yeah.
So explain what you mean by depreciation and bonus depreciation.
So, right. So, any property that you buy has value that you can take against your taxes. That and the depreciation value of that property, your tax attorney or CPA, I know it obviously a lot better than myself. You can take that value against
That was
oh, okay,
somebody,
somebody else.
yeah, somebody
Okay.
named Kristen Cameraman didn't.
I wonder if they
No
wanted to
relation.
chime in. I may not be saying everything perfectly correct.
No,
So,
there's no
but
relation.
anyways,
That's just
so
coincidence.
bonus depreciation, it means that you don't have to take, you can take it, a lot of it, you can take a bunch of it up front. And you know, say what you will about Trump and the mutual hate of that, but they did change that so that you take more of that now than you could ever do before. So that's bonus depreciation. So you take a lot of it up front, which means you can offset your taxes even more. And then cost segregation is that you can take different parts of that house or that business, and they each of them depreciate at different amounts of time. So there's experts that go through like the carpet, the roof, different parts of the property will depreciate at different rates. So that's the cost segregation portion of it. But like I was looking at, an $800,000 house, right, that I run as a short-term rental for just 1 month. And I can take 30K worth of it will save me 30K in taxes.
That's yeah.
Because of how much it depreciated my income, offset my income.
Yeah.
So, and
that's why RV parks are a little bit more, because now you've got that through the whole park.
Yeah, if you can get it where it's less than a week, right? So I was looking
Mhm.
at one in Midland, Texas that but they stay a lot because those are a bunch of oil workers that are up there for this. So they usually stay like a month. So it wouldn't work as quite, and there's a lot of competition up there. So I didn't go
Why
that
do you have to
direction.
show you have to show the whole stay? You can't say they came and went, or no?
Well, because they pay all at once. So I guess you could probably say that you can only run it by week only, and then they just have to keep re-upping it.
Right, exactly.
I don't know. I don't know if there's anything against that. I would have to
imagine.
check to make sure, like legally, if that's not considered fraudulent.
Yeah.
For that purpose, but that's the reason. I'm not saying against necessarily mobile home parks, especially if you don't own them, but I want to avoid ever being considered like a slumlord, because some of those can be really poorly done.
Yeah, but the good ones aren't.
Good ones are not.
You walk in and you're like, I'm in a mobile home right now. What the heck?
No, so that's why I'm somewhat cautious about like the ones that I would buy.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's why the 250 or more ones are well, you don't need to. The larger ones are well managed.
Sure.
And they have amenities, and they have it's a whole. It's not your grandpa's mobile home park.
Sure, but the nice one is like this one has this 37 spot one, like if you can get them for with creative financing, that was kind of the goal. Because like I mean, even though this isn't ideal, right? I don't want to necessarily own the homes themselves, but you know, that kind of NOI with a 10 cap with 90% of it being owner financed, and I can get funding for the other 10%, so it doesn't cost anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
there's there's a little bit of renovation funding I could probably go with, but we're talking probably even with that, it's gonna cash flow 10K a month, maybe
Yeah.
anywhere from 70 some without updating it, it'll probably be 7.5K a month.
yeah,
Like,
that's
come on,
great.
without any capital investment. Shit,
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
me a break.
You're like, I'm good.
I'm good. Let's do it. But I have to be cautious. Like, so it's in Texas, and I have local bodies there, but like, it's hard to like. It's going to be hard to remote manage unless I have somebody there I can really trust.
100%. And usually it's a resident. That's the cheapest way. If you find somebody that everybody respects, then you're good to go.
Yeah, that would be good.
And a lot of times it's retired veterans. That's the
Ooh, that would be ideal.
and all you have to do is buy a golf cart and you're good to go.
Have you, so Trent, have you gone and have you done the family business? Do you own?
No.
any of those?
That's my wife's side of the family. They're all like brothers to me and sisters, but no, I haven't done any of it.
I mean, would you consider doing any of it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just my focus for the last 30 years has been television. And so
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to go into something without the proper education. And so, yeah, this has been,
Well, that's why,
absolutely.
like, I imagine you have some really good connections so that you can make a really good informed decision. Like if you decide to purchase one.
Well, and even the next generation is doing it, which not with the family business, but with a competing business. And so that, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's so great.
Yeah.
But it's expensive. I mean, you're talking.
Well, that's why I said if we can find ones that are like 50 unit plus that are we can get under creative financing terms. I mean, we can marry the best of both worlds, right?
Exactly.
Like a lot of these guys are buying using conventional means.
Yep.
But if we can find ways of getting into things like this without the capital, I mean, I'm pretty sure like the family that you have, I don't know if they've probably ever purchased using creative means. Like they probably don't need
that's
to.
the thing is
they probably don't need to.
Well, they're to the point where first of all, they'll never sell anything. I have tried to, I'm like, hey, can I invest with you guys? And like, yeah, sure, but you'll never see your money again. You'll see 12% every year, but we don't sell. So you'll never see your investment. I mean, it takes 5 or 6 years to get your investment back, but it's one of those situations where they're like, don't put your money here. Like, we're never going to sell. And so it's just going to be consistent money, but not.
Yeah, but like you want to have part ownership to the point where like, because these things will make you closer to 40%.
Oh yeah.
On return, like, the rate is like running a business. It's not like just owning real estate and getting rent income. If you can see it as a business, the margins are incredibly better.
Yeah. Well, and it's remarkable. They are 99.89% occupied.
Holy shit, man. That's so good.
Well, like, that's good management. They know what they're doing.
That's like a crazy number. Like,
it's insane. And they have their own little program, and all it is sad faces and happy faces. And it's so funny. It's just like all happy faces because they're so well managed. And that's the main thing.
Yeah. I mean, so maybe we can have a because I would like to make a purchase in that regard probably this year. Obviously that's aside from doing real estate like this. Obviously we're doing all this stuff, but for more personal investments, because guys, for those that are here, or those who can hear, if you are in this business for wholesaling for income, you need to also be investing in real estate.
That's the end goal. I want everybody's assignment fee to be just put right into a property. Just
as Jason says, every fifth wholesaling deal you close, take it for yourself.
Yeah. That's true.
Take
100%.
to use the money you made for from the first 4 to purchase the 5th.
Well, and that's why I bought right away. I mean, it was so much easier too.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're not dealing with any personalities. You're just dealing with the seller and yourself. So it's 10 times easier. And people tell you the truth because it's just you. So
Yeah, you don't get the embellishment of the real estate agent.
exactly.
But anyways, I didn't mean to take over much.
No, I'm glad
I
you
just
did.
wanted to have
Thank
an
you so much.
opportunity to chat.
Hey, and come more often too, because everybody, I mean, you're smarter than I am, that's for darn sure, but that's not a very high bar. So we appreciate you coming in and sharing.
Everybody knows something the other doesn't.
That's true.
So
That.
it's many
Except for
heads are
Sean.
much better.
Sean really doesn't know anything. That's what we found through all this time. So luckily he's got his wife because she knows everything. And so
Hey, in between my wife and myself, we know everything.
there you go. Well, poor
So
Cheryl has to.
I just don't know much, but she'll know. If I don't know, she will. So
That's perfect. Well, and Sean is good at picking up the dog poop, so we've established that. So he's got his good side.
yeah.
All right, bud. Thank you so
Anyways,
much for coming in. Call me anytime. I'm free usually after noon, 1 o'clock. So set up a time and we'll
where are you at again?
Newport Beach, California.
You're in Newport Beach. How far away? I'm in Oregon now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got up there. Is it beautiful?
Oh, dude, it's so nice. Like I love the rain and the cool weather and the no snow. No
Yeah.
snow. Like where I'm at. And we're getting like buds and green like right now. And it's, we have been for the past week or so. And
cool.
it's supposed to still be winter. It's fantastic. I love it.
Well, in California, everybody always is like, oh, you guys don't get to see the seasons. And I'm like, yeah, we only see the good ones.
Yeah. I get fall and I get summer.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess I sort of get. I don't get spring. We just don't get winter, which is fantastic. I don't want the snow. Like I don't mind the cold weather, but I just don't want the snow.
Yep.
But I know that you and Jason didn't get a chance to meet up, but
okay. Yeah. No, it's no big.
we will be holding events. I will also have to travel to Burbank and LA at some point. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you're at.
I'm just about an
hour
hour
close to those.
Depending on the time of day. I'm either 45 minutes or 3 hours away from LA.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
how far are you from Burbank?
About an hour.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
it all depends on if it's 3 o'clock, it's 2.5 hours.
Sure.
But yeah, if I were in the middle of the night, I can get there in 45 minutes, no problem.
Yeah, I got to be in Burbank this year at least once. I'll be in LA probably as well.
We'll meet up 100%. No
and
question.
we can definitely do some meetup there.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm going to be meeting Jason in Virginia probably here in a couple of weeks as well.
Okay.
3 weeks maybe. But we'll we'll get together and I'll join this more regularly just to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, we'd love to have you for sure.
Since I work from home anyway, so I'm just around. So if I don't have anything else up or going on, I'll pop in and say hi and help if I can, of course.
Anytime. Well, and throw us any kind of tests. I mean,
sure.
We're doing it.
Guys,
I would love the proof concept.
Yeah, I will come in with announcements and updates.
Okay, perfect.
And then if I have something for you guys to go after, you and I will talk about how we'll handle all that, Trent.
Yeah, for sure.
Distribution to your community and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll definitely come in and drop off and get things going as I can. Okay. So stay tuned.
All right, looking forward to it, Stephen. Thank you so much.
All right, bud.
All right, see ya.
Hey guys, see ya.
Okay, that was a bonus, guys. I mean, when you get somebody around you that is way smarter than you, grab onto them. Don't let them go. And Stephen's one of those guys. All right. Sean, you and I need to talk because Tammy was asking about let's see. Not Tammy. Who was it? Is it Michelle?
Michelle, yeah.
And she asked me about my assignment.
I think they got rid of it yesterday. It's all
Okay.
taken care of, I think. They might need your permission, but
Yeah, I'm gonna send an email.
I think they dealt with it because we're gonna close Friday.
Yeah, I said I worked it out with you that you were gonna be my personal chef for 3 years, so
Sweet. I'm
that
moving
will
to
make up for it.
California.
Yeah, and you can't really. I'm coming up there.
Oh, great. You'll love it. Hey, I sent you in the DM
Yeah, I'll check it out, Racine.
porterhouse. I'm not serious about it, but I mean, if you can get it for $25.
Oh, really?
Well, it's in Racine, Wisconsin. It's a major
Okay.
house. I haven't looked.
How close is that to you?
A couple hours away.
Okay.
I'm trying to look right now just close to Wisconsin. So if we can get some for Cheryl's buyers, the fix and flip guy and whatnot.
Oh, good. Okay.
And then any ones that we have a couple of seller finance ones kind of in the pipeline.
Good.
Realtors are just a lot of
Yep.
them are slow as can be.
Well, and that's the only thing that I really have a hard time with, because I'm very much a pull triggers kind of guy and do things quickly and just get them done.
You gotta.
And when those guys slow down on me, I lose my brain. Okay,
What I'm finding is searching locally, then if we can get Cheryl's buyer some fix and flips, and then anything else that looks good that we can do seller finance, then
oh wow,
yeah, check this place out. It's interesting.
that's awesome.
I was gonna,
Holy, I'm sharing, right?
yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay, can I get a little credit that I've shared this whole time without being asked? So I think maybe a little bit of love for me. Wow, there's good stuff in there though. There's probably some treasures.
I just comical to look at it. I'm sure it's been condemned by the city because in the listing it says to check with the city, but I was more looking at it just because it's comical to look at.
Wow, that is crazy.
But if you wanted to try and buy it for $10,
yeah, I mean, okay, so now the question is, can I get your kids to go up there and
they're on the clock, I'll make them.
of course.
They'll never speak to me again.
Well, no, it'd be great. Okay,
We've done close. We've emptied places close to that bad, but this one's pretty bad.
Seller will not do any trash out or make any repairs. Send the highest and best cash offer. Seller will consider all offers. There's orders on this property. Yeah, I'm staying away from that thing. So good though. I mean, how do people? I don't know. I can't say anything. I may have really close family members that do this, so I may. I do. Good stuff. Okay, so I sent her that email, so she shouldn't be sending me anything.
I'm pretty certain she had everything taken care of. Dan was just, I've already signed it all. I'm pretty sure it's done.
Did you read the contract?
My contract?
That's a no.
The one I have?
That is 100%. If your DocuSign was probably 12 seconds, like click, 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 click. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
I
I think I did it in 8.
That's awesome. So it should say it in there somewhere. Okay, cool. Mr. Draper, what is happening?
I think we've got Al Rodriguez in the hood here.
Oh, let's check it out.
Well, okay. I've got an idea. He's an Uber driver, right?
And a comedian. First.
To stay with Uber, I think that Al would be a great driving for dollars in wherever he's driving. I mean, you just got to look for ugly properties, and he can pick up a few $100s from someone here. If they want. Where is he? Palm Beach?
Al, we're talking about you. Oh, he's probably with a client.
Yeah, yeah. But I just wanted to throw that
Or
out
he's
there.
just-
I
he-
thought,
or
you
he
know,
just is ignoring
he
you.
can do his comedy thing or whatever, but yeah, just put it in his head.
Whatever.
Well, just put it in his head. He's just got to make money off of ugly properties.
Robert, we need you to do your own hour of just advice and everything. You'd shape everybody up. I love it.
I'll have to have my brother, David Letterman, help me.
Oh, there you go. Have him come in. He's your twin brother.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so Al is here, but we'll beat him up because we didn't get any comedy on his Instagram.
Yeah.
So I'm not happy about that.
Maybe I'll just put it in the chat so he can, check
Yeah, I
it
think
out.
it's a great idea. I think that's brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to call on the substitute deal that somebody offered me. So here is, I'll put in the chat. And this one's for sale. So here's here's what they're telling me. But I'm going to call this guy and he can tell me more. 2.25 interest rate with a PIT of 1600. Entries 40. Total purchase price is 259. But let's see if it cash flows. I don't like the 40,000 down. But let me see how much it let me take a look at it. I think it's in Texas. And so this one is under contract with somebody and they're trying to sell it. So it's a hard one to okay. So it was a pre-foreclosure. They grabbed it potentially. But somehow they did they're saying total purchase price is 259. Let's see what it looks like. So this has got to be a mortgage takeover. That is it. Let's check out their mortgage just to make sure that's all true. Yeah, sure enough. Well, they're saying 2.25. Sometimes this is wrong. So the loan payment's going to be probably, well, they said it, 1,600. So let's see what it rents for. And this would be right along the route of what Steven's talking about, is finding a house somebody can get into that can't qualify for a loan. So that could be a good deal for him. Oops, not my portfolio. What am I doing? Rentcast. I'm gonna assume, I'm gonna take a guess. Oh, they're saying 17 to 2,000. So not a huge cash flow, but let's see. Well, it's saying 2,000 on Rentcast. So yeah, they're everything's in the same spot. Not horrible. I do not like the entry of 40,000. That's a lot. So I'll call this guy and just see what he can tell me about it. Yeah, because I guarantee he's looking for an assignment fee of probably about 20. So when you get somebody that's selling and they're a wholesaler, you want to get as much information. What is it? So let's see this side of the deal. 2554. Okay, let's run the numbers in Atlas as well.
We are unable to take your call right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hey, Jobel, can you reach out to Diane? She can't get into the Zoom. And I think there's a lot that aren't getting in. She said, I'm trying to get on the stream. App is telling me to sign in under commercial account. Help, she says.
I already sent her the new Zoom link. So I said that it doesn't have a passcode already.
Yeah, it shouldn't have any restrictions at all.
Yeah.
Guys, did you have a hard time getting in? We switched some stuff up, and no, Cheryl's perfect. That's why. Nothing can ever go wrong. Except who she married. That was the only issue. Oh, sorry.
We are unable to take
Oh,
your
it's
call right
handset
now.
voice.
Please leave a message after the beep.
Okay, well,
You're not supposed to say the quiet poet part out loud.
okay, I thought it had a filter. I wish it did. I'd be so much better off. I could take back the midget thing. Okay, we're trying to get a hold of Kristen for her deal. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's go. Kate, have you done any follow-up calls, or can I do them?
I did. The ones that wanted to call in the morning, yeah, I did those, but most of them they weren't answering. And I also called some new leads, but yeah, they're not available. I haven't really talked to anybody
Okay.
because yeah, they're all I just left voicemails.
Okay.
and texts.
I'll attempt to contact them too. It'll be a new. Okay, so let me load my thing up. So when you guys are calling buyers, which I don't know if anybody's really doing that. Anybody calling buyers? Let's see. Raise your hand if you're calling buyers, and I'll go over this. Otherwise, I'll just start calling them. Because there's kind of a process that we've come up with to make it easier, because you want to have all your answers. Oh, here we go. Wait, hang on. And they called me back, pitching PIITCH. Okay. So I don't know if this is AI or not, because it just asked me the same thing. That's the other thing I would love to explore. There's a lot of things that are going AI, like making phone calls, all that stuff. I'd like to vet some of those out. We're going to call Mikey. Is the 16-year-old that is putting together that ARV thing. I'm going to give him a call real quick. He just asked me to call him, but I think it's ready to try out. So, which it's been a labor of love for him. So I'll let him know that we're going to check him out here.
Yo,
Mikey, we're in the live, but I wanted to see, is it something that you want me to check out in front of everybody or no?
no, just give me a call later.
Okay. It's not, I'm gonna throw it up and just I'm gonna run some numbers and everything. We're good to go with that, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much there. It's just a bunch of little things I have to do, but yeah, it should be working as it's supposed to.
Okay, and the one that I sent you, remember I said it might have been a little bit lower for the current market value?
Yeah.
Do you agree or no?
You sent me over the address, right?
Yep.
I'll look at it now and I'll talk to you a little bit about it.
Let me know, and I'm gonna show it off when I can, when I'm searching for stuff.
All right, sweet, sounds good.
Later. Okay, good kid, man. If you want a kid that's sharp, holy crap, he is bright. And he's hidden this from his parents. Like, he's doing this all just because he wants to do it. which is awesome. I'm not the hiding from prayer. I'm just saying that he's doing it not for anybody but himself. He's done a great job. Yeah, John, what's up? How are you?
Hey, Trent, how's it going? I'm
Good.
doing okay. Just trying to get through the snowstorm.
What's snow? Okay, sorry about that.
I got about a foot of snow and ice, so
Let me double check out. Oh, I got a foot of sunshine. Yep.
good for you.
It's
I found this property and I'm just kind of curious as to which way to go on it because it's a 10-bedroom, 6-bath, and I think it could go as a co-living facility.
absolutely sounds good.
If you want to check it out, it's at 407 North Front Street in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Excuse me. Oh, whoa. What the heck? Is this it?
Yeah, that's it.
Like an old church?
No, if it's a church, they're actually it's residential or commercial. It's zoned that.
Yeah.
It's been on the market like 388 days.
Okay. I'm gonna run it through. Let's see if it comes up here. I don't think it will. It's a weird one. Okay, let's see. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I know it's in. I forgot what the flood zone's like. I think it's like a 6 or 7 flood zone.
Okay.
Because of the rivers right there. I don't know. I don't know what river it is.
All right, let's check it out. So let's look. It's got 53 photos. Have you called on it?
I was getting ready to call on it, and I said, well, let me run this by and see if we can do a co-living facility. But I was thinking around 800,000 to make an offer on it.
Yeah, and so was it a museum?
No, it's an office building. But it can be turned residential, you know, or co-living. I think it would be best to go a co-living facility.
Super interesting.
Yeah, I thought so. And, you know, and it was on the market. They've been putting it on and taking it off at 975. I think is when they bought it. And then I was thinking, well, you know, it's been 388 days. Why not offer 800,000 on it?
Well, because we got to figure out, so golly, with co-living, this could turn into 20 bedrooms because all these rooms are huge.
Yeah, they are. That's the only leak I could find right there at the fireplace, but I think that's been taken care of.
How many bathrooms? 6 bathrooms.
6 bathrooms, 10 bedrooms. The only pictures I haven't seen is of the kitchen.
And there's only one kitchen, or there's multiple?
It doesn't say anything about a kitchen, and that's kind of what's confusing me.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I would call on it and ask them for sure.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah, I don't see kitchen anywhere here.
No, I've looked and looked, and
Bonus room, fireplace, office, closet, office, conference room. Yeah, weird.
it's huge. It's got 19 parking spaces. I mean, you know, I did look up to see what top end, what do you call it? Co-living rental rooms would go for luxury, and it's like $1,000 a night.
It is very interesting. There's no kitchen. So this is more of an office building. I don't even see where I mean, maybe the bonus rooms or something. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely find out more about it. Yeah, give them a call.
What I plan on doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And the questions you want to ask are, what was it before? It didn't start off as an office building, I'm sure. Because it'd be great to get the schematics on the plumbing and where everything is. So
Right.
you know what you'd have to do. But I mean, it's a lot of it's got an elevator. The interesting thing about it is, the rehab on this is going to be minimal, but if it's going to have to kind of all blend into what is already there. I don't know. This is interesting. Yeah, find out why it hasn't sold. That's the main thing. But I wouldn't go as high as 800,000. I really wouldn't. I'd go way lower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd start at 500 or 600.
Yeah, I looked at the back sales on it and only went down to like, I think it was 800.
Yeah, so let's bring it down. I mean, it's a buyer's market right now, so they're not selling it. Wow, it's spectacular though. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous place, man. I mean, seriously.
When it's right downtown Harrisburg. I mean, it could
Yeah,
be
it's unique.
a restaurant, it could be a bunch of things.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really hard to say.
Yeah, check in on them. Just find out. I have a feeling there's a reason that it's been on for so long. We always want to ask them what it is, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't even know who owns the place, so I'll have to find that out.
Yeah,
I don't even know who the owner is.
I'll find it for you. Hold on, let's see. Very cool though. Interesting. You find some cool stuff.
Yeah, that's the area.
But I mean, the key to the whole thing is just finding out what's up and what they're looking for. The same,
Right.
just kind of rinse and repeat. What's happening?
That's all I've been doing is just rinse and repeat, find out what's going on, and then making offers and then getting turned down still.
Yep, I mean, it is one of those things where you just got to keep going.
Or they take it off the market. I've had a lot of that happen too.
So this is VMV Luxury Real Estate LLC is who owns it. So let's see who they are. Okay, that's the Historic Harrisburg Association.
So who's
owning it.
That might explain a lot.
Yeah. Huh.
Because usually with the historical societies and stuff, you got to kind of put them back as they were, and they probably won't let you do much to it to start with.
Yeah, give them a call and see, because there might be massive restrictions on it.
I'm sure there is, and that's probably why nobody's touching it.
Yep.
And then I had another place that, it's a 6-bed, 4-bath.
Okay.
That's kind of unique too. And that's at 520 Blackwood Street in Minersville, PA. And they wanted $425 for that place.
Okay. Oh, sweet. Okay. 425, 6 bedrooms. Okay. How many? 4,300 square feet. It's huge.
Yeah, it is. And that's been sitting a little while. It's like 45 days, I think it was, 47 days.
Yeah. And what have you found out from this one?
I'm getting ready to call on that one as well.
Yeah, that's cool. These are really cool.
I'm thinking somewhere around 220 maybe on that one, 230.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, yeah, I mean, it looks pretty turnkey.
I mean, there's a reason why they ain't being bought, so I need to find out that reason.
Yeah, and it is the market. I mean, it's there's just so much on Look at this. That's a big room for just one chair. All right. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what happens. That's cool.
Yeah, well, thanks,
All
Trent.
right. Okay, bro. Take it easy.
You too.
Okay, I'm gonna check this out. So we're gonna see. Oops. I'm gonna check out this place. Can't remember whose this is. Why is it giving me the wrong thing? Oh, that is what I was looking at. Okay. So this is the new this is Mikey's deal. Showing a current market value of 235. And so we're testing it and we're seeing how it fits in with what we're seeing anywhere else. So here's Zillow. And Zillow is saying price unknown. When did that, whose is this? This is somebody's, I can't remember. Let me put it in. Let's see. Did we get Diane in here? She's still having a hard time, huh?
No, he can't. He can go
She
inside.
can't make it?
She can't, I mean. Yeah,
Huh.
I'm speaking with her, but I don't know why she can't go inside.
I'm not sure.
Right.
Whose was this deal? We've got it called, this one is appraisal. Who was this? Okay, let me see. Oh, I know who it is now. Okay. This is the one that's trying to get rid of it. Okay, yeah, that was her. So this is the one that she's got a payment due, and we're trying to figure out what it's worth. And so let's just see. I'm going to test them all against each other. Okay. Okay. So this one, the woman that called me is friends with somebody who I bought another house with. Super nice lady. What happens when you get a hard money loan, it matures, and this one's maturing on March 1st. And so she's a little bit stuck. Let's take a peek at what it is on. So I'm putting it into 5 comps, which is Mikey's deal. It's coming up with 235 as current market value, which I don't think that's far off. Let's look at it here, and I want to see what the area is kind of giving us too, just to get an idea. So 325, 277. So yeah, we're 194. I think we're dead on with that appraisal. So 235. Let's try it with our other ones and see where they're at. And these are the other ones we're just testing out. And so they're all kind of, let's see what that one does, and we'll see what Rick does. I haven't been impressed with some of them. I guess off spot for Mikey for sure. Yeah, Jabel, did you test the link to make sure that it's non-restricted? Wait, what are we talking about? No, for the Zoom that Diane was trying to get in. Did we figure out how to get her in? And I'll check on school too real quick. Yeah, she's trying to get in. And I know she knows how, so that's why I want to make sure that we're not killing anybody here. I'll ask her.
Yeah, she got the new Zoom link, and I told her to restart her computer, so hopefully that she can get in. Oh,
Okay.
even Hiru, yeah, even Hiru. So I'm gonna message him.
Bruce having a hard time getting in too.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta fix this fast because, yeah, hey Sean, you guys got in okay this morning, and Jerry, you got in.
Yeah.
Did you have any problems at all?
It was trickier to get in than usual, but
Okay, what did you have to do, just so I know, because we just changed the link to make it easier.
did like the third try, it just logged in. Let me think, I'll let you know.
Okay, thanks. Okay, let's see. Okay, we'll just test all that. Okay, so back to what we were looking at real quick. And Sean, how did you get in? I mean, you said tricky, but what do you mean?
The third time I closed and opened it, I'm not sure if I hit join meeting or what I did.
Yeah, I mean, because like I
You
always
always
go
log out and try again.
Well, I just always go there.
Oh, I clicked on the live, yeah, where you just showed.
Okay, and that worked fine. This part?
Yeah, that's where I clicked today. Sometimes I go right into the calendar and just click on that link, but
Yeah, that's okay. I see. All right, we'll see.
that's where I clicked on today.
All right. So this one, let's see if Mikey's in here yet.
Do you want to hear kind of an update what we've got going on with Flint?
Yeah.
So I closed on that yesterday.
Okay.
Grace is working on all the numbers for ChatGPT, and I just overlooked everything in the breakdown for the flip. So what I'm doing is I'm getting my lender for Kansas City is really good. The DSCR guy does hard money. So because I paid cash for Flint, I want to get that money out of it. So my lender that's doing Kansas City, Jeff, he's asked for just info to get me a quote for a flip. So what I'm planning to do is get the 27 grand I've got into Flint, get it back so I can get another property. And then I think we've got about 15 to 20,000 in updates to do to Flint to get it rent ready. So then what I'll do is once we get the work done, probably be, I figure about 2 weeks. We get the work done, then I'll get it leased out, rent it out, and then we'll have Jeff put a DSCR loan on it and cash out at the end, and we'll have our sweat equity. So I'll end up into it with probably like 50 on the DSCR.
Okay.
$100 a month rent. So it's going to cash flow really good. It's going to be brand new. We're going to change the furnace. We're going to do more work than we really would have to, but it's because I got to get that 50,000 minimum for the DSCR loan.
Okay. Did you
And it's
need
gonna
me?
be a better property. I mean, it's gonna have a new roof. It's gonna
Well,
be,
and that's the key. I mean, you put it together, but also we got to be careful if it's in a neighborhood that's going to get trashed.
this neighborhood's for Flint. The kids last week drove around, and
Yeah.
before I agreed to purchase it, I knew the homes in the neighborhood were all 65,000. So we're gonna have we'll have 50,000. We'll probably be appraised at 75 is what I assume we'll get.
Yeah.
Just from what we're gonna do to the place. It'll be the nicest house on the street. So, and she's actually already has AI generated repairs. Like, so she redrew it this morning on our software that we build houses with. And so just so I can give it to the lenders. So they have before and after. Before and after. I gotta figure out how to get it on PDF. I'll upload it on a Trello site or a slide card at some point.
Okay.
That's just kind of an idea. That's your BRRRR strategy. But
yeah, I think it's good. I mean, I think you've got a good handle on it. And it's just kind of rinse and repeat once you get one done. I'm kind of jealous because I can't do any kind of fix and flips because I want to be either have two kids that are you can rely on like you do, or be close to it that I can do it.
Ideally, I want to get to the point where I don't even have to be there, but that's why we're searching for Wisconsin properties.
Yeah,
closer to home.
It's not,
but it's a trickier market.
Yeah. Okay, so this is an interesting one. I'm trying to figure it out. She thinks this property they've got. I think she just bought. I don't know. She's having a rough time, so I got to figure it out. Okay, here's our. Okay, so I had somebody reach out and give me a seller finance deal, and so I'm just communicating with them right now. They sent me over the mortgage, and I said, "Are you wholesalers?" And they said, "I work for a realtor investor. We mostly assign deals, but also list." And so I'm like, "So you're a wholesaler?" And they want to answer what these are. Okay. Okay, so they told me it was none of my business what their assignment fee was. So I'm like, okay, well, when we close, I'll see. So I don't know why. All right. Um, okay. Let's see what else we got going on. Okay, let's do, did Diane ever get in? Oh, good. Mikey is in the house. Guys, Mikey Kimberlin. You've heard so much about him.
Yo.
There he is. Let's go through this one real quick. Because it's an interesting one to me. I'll give you the whole background on it. Hold on, I'm fighting with somebody who's not telling me what their assignment fee is. And they want to sell a property. Okay, so Mikey, here is a person that reached out to me. They're having a rough time. They have a notice of balloon payment due. It's 353 is what's due. So that's why I'm nervous that we're coming in with such a, now it was a fix and flip, so I think you might be seeing that side of it.
Yeah, it might be pulling data from before it was renovated.
I think that's what's happening. So I want you to know it just so we can avoid it if you need to, or so I went on to the other two. They're coming in pretty comparable. That one's 402. This one is saying offer 291. But it's also figuring in repairs. But I don't believe it, is.
It's saying offer what?
291.
Okay.
So our problem is, they owe more than it's worth.
What would it rent out for?
I think we said 2,000. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it was 2,000. So it doesn't really, yeah, I told her, it's like, it doesn't even cash flow. This is one I did by myself. So, and that's why when I saw the appraisal comes in at 415. And so basing that, an appraisal like is this one they did in January. They hold a lot of water because they go through everything, right? In fact, let me see something. Let's see how good it is. They should have pictures. Nope. Where are the pictures? They should be. So yeah, so it's pretty done inside.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, they did a good job. But so it's a subject to or a trust acquisition. I just broke my own rule. It's a trust acquisition with an ARV or an appraisal of 415. So that's why I'm just trying to get from these guys, like they nailed it as far as what the appraiser did.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got, this is not the loan she has. She has a hard money loan that, well, maybe this is, but her interest rate was higher, I'm pretty sure.
So it
And
rents out for $2,000. The mortgage is what?
well, that's what she owes. If 353, I would just come in and take over the mortgage, but we can't because it's a hard money loan and we don't want that. So I think it's a sorry we can't help you situation.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
Yeah, but I mean, so this is they're saying optimistically 402. Let's see what their pictures are. Yeah, and there's our rehab. Because it's terrible because it keeps on, I gotta tell him that all of his pictures are. All right, so that's why I was just where are you? Where is it? Nope. Must have closed it. Okay, so more than anything, just I don't know what you need to adjust. So it doesn't look at it. I don't know how it would know if it was fixed or not. Do you know?
This goes off public record. It will because it's listed, right? Or no?
No, it's off market. So that's probably the reason.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'll figure it out though.
Okay, I just thought I'd throw it out to you and just kind of be able to show it to you.
For sure.
But everything, it's so fast, like
Yeah.
way faster than everybody's. Like,
That's the main goal.
nope, and that's the key. That's the key to the whole thing. I love it. I mean, I'm just super impressed with it. I'm kind of testing it hardcore. I'm putting weird things in it, and it's you know, it just is weird. So I did one like a 10-bedroom. So I think there's just some that nobody can do an ARV on it because they're the weird ones. It's the same thing Atlas deals with. Okay, bro.
Gotcha.
Good
All
seeing
right,
you.
well, thanks for letting me
coming.
know, and I'll try to figure it out and I'll let you know.
You're amazing. Thanks, bro.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, later.
Later.
Okay, so we had the people that were trying to sell us something, but they don't want to tell you what they're making on it. You're gonna find out so they want 40,000 down, but part of that is 16,000 in arrears. So kind of misleading. Yeah, I don't know why. It's super weird that you don't mention the $16,000 they're behind. It's a pretty big deal. Okay, so I'm just checking there. So guys, when you get a mortgage statement from somebody, here's stuff to look at. Let me open it with preview. So I just closed it completely. There's one thing that nobody really talks about, and it's kind of a bonus usually. But these guys, I mean, for you to see, they've got a great interest rate. But here's the thing I love is here's another $5,000 that's in it's in their escrow balance. And so that's your money when you take over on a trust acquisition, just so you know. I don't see where they're, let's see, what is this? So this is, what's the date on here? 2/18, so it's recent. I don't see where they say that they're behind. Usually we'll tell you straight up. So it's kind of strange. So they're at 1,600 and they say it rents for 2,000. So not a great rent on that kind of, I mean, your $400 is going to get eaten up, but this does include principal and interest. So, and your escrow. So that's all in. So you would be cash flowing a little bit, about 300, which isn't horrible, but there's $16,000 out there that doesn't make sense. So okay, so they don't want to. Okay, so that one's done. We don't have to worry about that one. They don't want to give disclosures. Okay, and so Let's see what else we got. Let's call investor lift, Jerry. I'm gonna start chasing yours. We went over it yesterday. We got some people that just wanted to be responded to today. All of our outbounds are good. So let's call them. Okay, so the way I do this is I kind of load up my text message with all their information. So I can have it ready to give to them. It makes life way easier. So here's their phone number. Investor IQ is their name. Interesting. And then I'll go into whenever we put something on Investor Lift now, we created a cheat sheet for the deal. And this one's, why did I forget the name? It's Baltimore? No, it's yeah, it is Baltimore. Okay. So here's our cheat sheet. I take this in with me. Makes my life a little bit easier. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. That's right. So I'll have all this ready to go, including links to, what did we do with those links? Okay, so that, and I don't send it until the answer. And here's the link. And that way, when they, okay, when we're talking, I can, well, I don't know their name. So let's call them. And the key is just to be confident and feel like, you know, and know your stuff, because when you call these guys and you don't know your stuff, they kind of run you into the ground because they want to know what's up.
Please leave your message for 4699.
Oh, that's an attempted contact.
Leave your message for 4699700201.
Okay, that's they just don't listen. Okay, I'm going to put this in. We're changing it out. So I'll put that there, and then I'll add it to my, come on. And so we're at Stephen Neltler. Right, and this is for Baltimore. All right, let's call him.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Well, good. He said, please text me. $46, right? $46K. Hey, Jerry, did we get any pictures from them? Did they ever send anything else over?
No, so the photos we have is currently all we can get. How do we
Okay.
handle that?
Well, we can get boots on the ground there. We can also call. Does it have a lockbox?
I didn't ask. I can.
Yeah, find out if it has a lockbox and ask if it's okay that we, if we can get in or send a photographer over.
Okay. Have we already gotten any inquiries?
Oh yeah, tons. Look,
Oh, perfect.
see all this?
Oh, wow.
All
Oh,
those-
okay.
So we already attempted to contact these guys. We contacted them. They asked us to call back. They were interested. Only 2 were not interested, and then I've got this whole other list that I'll call on.
Oh, look at that. All right.
I know, it's exciting, right? That's the best part of this is like, okay, hang on. I'm gonna switch gears for 2 seconds. So John is not in here anymore, right? Oh, Haru got in. Good to see you, Haru. We're trying to get Diane in too. Jobel, did you find the solution? Okay. But we do have a link for this one, right? Okay, so let's try this. I'm gonna put I just because you can see the meeting info. I'm gonna put that link into school and see if that one works better. Like this. Oops. Edit event, all events. So I'll put this as the what is this one? This one says version 1, THPW version 1. Let's see what this one says. Oh, that's a simpler one. Try that out and see if it works. I'm gonna hit that. Save. Yeah, run that one and see if that works and if that fixes it. Okay, so Okay, so John's deal that we talked about earlier was with a woman who he found in kind of a cool way, and we both saw the same video. But it's when you go on to a public site, you're looking for a new trustee. So a change in trustee, I guess was what it was called. And he found a woman who is in El Paso, Texas, who found out that she was behind, and so she just needs a solution. And so I'm hoping I can provide a solution for her. So I just asked her if I could call her. I said, my partner, John, he talked to you about your home. Is there a time I can call you and see how we can help? And she's like, I intend to keep my home. I have 2 kids. And I said, I would love to do that too. I can call you and help find a solution that you would be happy with. No promises, but I am a problem solver and would love to try to help. So nice and gentle, nice and like keeping in mind that, these things people don't want to be in these situations. And so it's just nice to give them a hand. So maybe we can find out something that would work for her. Okay, back to Baltimore. I tried this one. Oh, he asked me to text him. Okay, and I always ask buyers if they're buying right now. It's a great opening line because you know right off the bat whether they're into it or not. Because some people maybe they're in the middle of a fix and flip and they're not buying presently, but there are some people that are, that are always buying. InvestorLift put on a new thing, which is really cool. I just wish we had more of them. What they do, there's buyers. I found one so far. They're verified buyers. And so it says like they bought 2 houses or 5 houses. And I'm not sure what the 2 means. It's brand new, so I'm just still trying to figure it out. But this guy bought 2 houses. This guy's bought 5 houses. So when they're active buyers, that's great. And so what we can do is we can look them up and get a little bit more of their history. So if we go, I wish it was clickable. Let's search for them. And I know he's in California because that's my zip code or my area code. So let's just see who he is. Get a better idea if he's buying in Hawaii, because Hawaii is a tough one. Hey, Kate, you want to call this one? Let's see if he's buying in Hawaii. He's one of those verified ones.
Harvey. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Yeah, just chat him up and just like, hey, just wanted to see if you're verified. I mean, if you're buying in Hawaii. Jobel, did that work? That new link? It is still the same.
Wait, Trent, I have a question. Isn't Hawaii like too early right now?
This guy's in California. He's my
Oh,
yeah, so he's good. And Hawaii's just 2 hours behind me, so it's 9 o'clock there. So we're good. Okay, why is our Zoom not working then? Huh, seems to be. Okay. I'll send that to Diane. I don't want to leave Diane out in the cold. Okay, back to it. All right, Jerry. Jerry's gonna work on getting pictures, but let's see. Maybe we can do it. We just need to know if there's a lockbox, and what I'll do is call the neighbors. And see if they can go over if there's a lockbox. I'll Venmo them $20 first and say, hey, if you can go over, that $20 is yours. They might keep it, but hopefully they don't. I always generally think people are good. Okay, Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's see who the neighbors are. And a lot of times it's fun to call the neighbors just because they know more about the property than anybody else. They're like, oh yeah, that's been there for blah, 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 blah. Okay, so neighbors wise, we're looking. And here's somebody who sold recently, so let's see if they have any. Oh, hey Jerry, also if we can maybe double check with the realtor to see if we can get pictures that they could go over and take, because they're gonna make money off this, so we might as well.
Yeah, I shot the text out to her, just waiting for a reply.
Okay, cool. And yeah, if she'll go over, then that's even better.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'll try to get that.
Perfect. I'm checking with the I wonder if there is a picture. There's probably not a recent picture. But let's see who the neighbors are real quick and see if we can send them over. Got a pretty big, it's got a double lot. I didn't realize that, Jerry. That's cool. Oh, it looks bigger from the air. Let's check with these guys. When is this? Oh, June 24th, maybe. Has it been on for a while? That looks like a lockbox. It might have a lockbox on it. Sometimes you need a realtor. Yeah, we'll wait on the realtor. Hopefully she can give us some pictures. She wants to sell it for her money too, so it's all work together. Okay, going back to investor lift, and we'll chase. And Kate, that one was for the Hawaii property that I sent you on the wild goose chase for.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm doing some.
I'm not sure why mine is not saying like verified buyer, or there's just not much verified. Yeah, I mean.
There's not many. Yeah, I checked in with them and asked them, and they said, yeah, we're just it's brand new, so we're just getting started. So like on this, Jessica was a verified buyer. So we should definitely try to tempt them. Anybody that's verified, let's make sure we get an idea one way or the other if they're interested in. Same thing with those guys. Jose, do you see them all now in Hilo?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got a ton of inquiries. Like this thing is blowing up. So yeah, we need to still go after it.
Okay, Trent, she sent the code is what she sent.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
To the lock.
And did she say that she would be willing to go?
No, she didn't. I tried to kind of lure that. I didn't directly ask.
Always directly ask. It's so much easier communication wise. Okay. Say, hey, can I need more pictures to see this? It's because my construction guys need to. So if you can go and get some pictures.
Okay.
And
Doing it right
don't
now.
be afraid to demand things. She's making money off this, you know. She's
Okay.
gonna make a good, I think, what was it, like almost $1,000. And
Yep.
so good, but she gave us the code. So with the code, we can send somebody over. So Baltimore Avenue. Let's see what's in the area. Too far. Yeah, this is all about getting a little bit clever. Why is everybody so far away? Okay, let's check in with these guys. This is that blue house. I'll try to find them real quick. Okay, so I'm just cross-referencing the neighbors to see if they don't mind going over. Atonia Hawkins. Well, that's a duplex next door. Let's see if it's the same person, so that's fine. Okay, there's Atonia. Let's see. Find her info. And she's got something to benefit too, because if we get that place fixed up, she's gonna be a lot happier. Born 1957. Okay, so she's not old. That should be easy for her to get next door. Okay, let's just call her. We'll give it a go. Thinking outside the box, guys. Let's see what happens.
I'm sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed or the number has been disconnected. Please check the number and dial again.
Okay. So bueno there.
I'm sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Okay, let's try the other side. Know your neighborhood. So is that us? That's weird. I haven't seen that part. Okay, so let's try another one. Okay, so that one didn't work. Let's check with the other neighbor. 1787. Okay, we're going after them. Been verified property. And in. Let's see what we got. And guys, usually, I mean, people that do this kind of stuff are usually charge you about $200. But let's see if we can get it cheaper. I don't know which one is which. It can't be two. Let's see where it is. Clyde Bennett, I mean, our new friend. Yeah, 1781 is ours, I think. Yeah, okay, good. This is the right one. All right, let's call Clyde, see if he's into it. Clyde Bennett, 27. Denver, Cincinnati, Ohio. This could be him. Which one is it? Bennett, 21. Georgetown, Ohio. I like the Cincinnati, Ohio one. Let's see what happens. All right, stand by. Sorry, this is kind of the grind. Oh, he's in Denver, Colorado. That's not going to work. That is just too far to go take some pictures for us. Let's see. So maybe he owns it and other people live there. So let's go to, that's Latonia. Oops, lost it. Owner occupied. Clyde Bennett the third. Maybe that will help better. Clyde Bennett the third. Okay, you'd think they'd just go hand in hand. Let's go to the next one and we'll see if we can. So there's that one. Church. 1791. No, we'll go across the street if this doesn't work. Reedy Bond, he's been there for a while. They purchased, oh no. Maybe he's just the owner and there's not at the residence. Okay, we're going across the street. Again, we want to make it easy as possible for somebody to help us out. So this is 1781. These all seem small. Okay, we're gonna get this. I'm relentless. Yeah, that's why it's so much easier just to have the realtor go do it. Oh, that's just a piece of land. Okay. Now I'm striking out. Striking out. There we go. Maybe they want to sell. All right, let's see. All right. That could be something. Let's see. Been there a while. Nope, he's not going to go. Apparently he died. He's dead. So. Okay, we're striking out. Okay, we're gonna wait for the realtor to give us more. Okay. So I am reaching out to Steven and he's not answering. So I'm gonna call him back. Is that the same thing you got, Kate? I think it is. I think you said the same. Yeah, we're bailing on the neighbors. That didn't work. Bad idea. Okay. Vesterlift, the Steven guy. Interested. Wrong place. For first text, I sent him all the property info. See if he might be interested.
Grant?
What?
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh.
Scared me.
So yeah, sorry. I just
No.
called Harvey, and it's not actually him who's interested in Hilo. It's his friend,
Oh.
and yeah, he's gonna give out the info to his of his friend in a few seconds. Just send him a text, and
Great.
but he did drop his buy box. He usually, I think he likes South California. Yeah, he likes South California.
We call
He
it
mentioned
Southern.
about Southern California.
South California.
Sorry, Marietta, is that
Yeah, Murrieta.
Marietta and Ridgecrest or
Ridgecrest. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main two cities he likes, and he does flips, and the maximum is maximum budget for everything is 500K, and he likes 2 beds, 2 baths, single family homes. He's open to that. He's also open to mobile homes. But yeah, that's
He's open to mobile homes.
yeah.
Okay. That would be a reason to, yeah. Murrieta and Ridgecrest, not like near the ocean or anything, so it's a little bit cheaper, but great.
How do you spell out Ridgecrest? I really didn't like. I was just
Ridgecrest,
whatever I heard.
RIDGE, so Ridge, like that's
Oh, okay.
and then crest,
Okay, got
so
it.
it's like the top of the mountain, but there's like a ridge.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ridgecrest. Sorry.
Ridgecrest.
And
No,
the
that's,
Marietta.
you know what? My Tagalog, I can't even say Tagalog, so I can't say nothing. Okay, so Stephen, and then last active, was that a new one? Did I chase Nicholas or no? Oh, let me see. Now I confused myself. Huh, okay. Okay. Let's see where we're going here. Back to, Baltimore. That's what I was doing. Okay. So Steven just doesn't respond. I sent him a bunch of texts. Vernon we talked to, right? I think I talked to him. Or no, you talked to him. That was the one you talked to. And where did we leave it? We said recently, he purchased something for $7,000. Was he? I couldn't hear it very well. Was that he was over, like he didn't want to spend as much? I'll call him back. I'm just gonna call him real quick.
Hello, this is Vernon. How can I help you?
Hey, Vernon, this is Trent Cameraman. We sent you a property yesterday in Cincinnati. I just wanted to see if you had a chance to go over it and if you loved it, how we can get you in it or get you flipping it.
The Baltimore one?
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to get to it yet, but I got that on my to-do list to do today or tomorrow.
Okay, cool. So you got all the information?
I did.
Okay. Do you usually buy in that area or no?
Yeah, I'm like 5 minutes from there.
Oh, no
I'm
kidding.
familiar with the area.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, this one's really, yeah, no, it's a really low price for what it is because the ARV is like in the 190s. And I mean, just looking at it, we're getting more pictures today, but it doesn't need massive repairs. And so I think it's going to cash flow great for you. So I'd love to get you in there if I can. Are you currently buying or are you kind of hanging tight?
For sure.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we did 52 last year. So yeah, we're always looking about.
Only 52. Slacker. That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, well,
yeah, I got that on my list to kind of go over, kind of going through some other stuff right now. But
okay.
Yeah, as soon as I take a deep dive into it, I'll definitely be in touch for sure.
Oh, awesome. Okay, and are you cool with me calling you back again tomorrow just to remind you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, you're awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You got anything else?
We got send me your buy box and we'll get you whatever you need. I've got a group of 100 members that we spend 4 hours a day chasing stuff, and when we have a buyer, we can dig in deep and just focus on the buyers. So are you only Cincinnati or are you anywhere?
We do all over pretty much. You got a deal over in Newcastle, Indiana, South Bend, West Virginia. We're pretty much all over here in the Midwest, honestly. And our buy box is really wherever there's a deal, right? So no matter what type of properties it is, if the buy price is right, we can make it work. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sending you my. Okay. I'm sending you my name, and I'm gonna just request your buy box, and we'll put you on our list, and we'll start searching for you. So when we get something in Cincinnati, we'll send it your way. Do you have? I mean, is 46,000 like a price that you like to pay, or do you want to? Are you more of the $3,000 total?
Somebody called me yesterday about that particular property I talked to, and I was
that's Kate.
46. Honestly, it sounds kind of high over there, but I haven't looked at it yet, right? But just getting off that number, like I've actually bought houses for like $6,000 over there.
Yeah, that's what she told me. Yeah.
So I'm like,
well, that's why
46 seems kind of high, but I haven't looked at it yet to be sure. And just because that particular neighborhood is our lowest price neighborhood in Cincinnati, but it is closer to other neighborhoods to where if you did like a mile radius, you may get other comps, right? So it's just kind of looking into it and kind of see exactly what's going on there.
Okay, awesome. Well, no, you sound serious, and that's rare. And it sounds like you know what you're doing too, which is rare.
Yeah, I'm licensed for 10 years, so investor the last 6 years. So yeah, we're pretty heavy in this.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, send me your buy box. I just sent you a text, and I'll follow up tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you so much. Okay, see you. Bye. Okay, he remembered you, Kate.
Nice.
Good dude. And well. Hey, Jobel, do you have a Google, like an Excel of all our buyers? Okay. And so is it easier to search in Trello? Like if I were to search Cincinnati, is it better in Trello or in Google? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Cool. Thank you so much. Kate's singing for us. That's nice.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I was on mute. It's embarrassing. Oh my god.
That should be. That was a terrible song. Now we know what Kate does when she's muted. Okay. Thank you guys for saving his buy box, and then we'll get Vernon's too. Okay, good stuff. Really good stuff. I feel like wait, Cliff, tell me, I think I saw you here yesterday. Are you have you come a lot or no? I like to point people out that I haven't seen before. Cliff. Okay. What do you got there?
I just to let you know, I just sent the lockbox code via email to you guys. So
Thank you so much. What is it? And I'll just write it down too.
It's I just sent it. Yeah. 3589.
Beauty.
And just let you know, I'm still waiting for her to get back a reply on going over there and taking photos. Just waiting.
Okay, and I'm gonna send my guy that's 5 minutes away. I'm gonna send that to him so he can go over and look at it.
Oh, okay. Then should I just let me know when he's there and I'll just reply back. Never mind
What's the never mind part?
about going over there and taking photos. If you're gonna,
That's a buyer. He's a possible buyer. I'm not gonna have him take photos for us.
Oh, I thought that's what you said. My apologies. Okay.
No, the guy I was just talking to that.
So he's going over.
He lives he's 5 minutes away, and so I said I'm gonna just tell him, just go look at it.
Okay.
3589. Okay, good. That's great. Having that is huge, Jerry. Thank you.
And then just in case class ends and she doesn't get back to me before it ends, should I
Yeah.
maybe like in a half hour say, hey, look, I'll send you a Starbucks, coffee card?
Wait, she's getting $1,000, so let's get her to be a realtor and go and do her job.
She does take usually an hour to reply. So we still have a little time.
Okay. She doesn't like to reply.
Yeah.
I love these
Definitely
guys.
not fast.
Love these guys. Why?
But she does reply. She does. So
okay,
at least
she gets to it.
Yeah.
Hey, Jobel, is there a way to create contacts that I can put right into my iPhone for you guys? Or is there a disconnect somehow? Is there a way to send me a contact? Like when Kate talks to Vernon, have her just create a contact and send it over to me. You guys can send me a contract from an iPhone, right? Okay, so Kate, are you using an iPhone?
Yes, but it has no SIM. It's only Wi-Fi connected. I didn't
But
have
can you
any
send me a contact?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, I thought there was some kind of disconnect. Okay. I couldn't remember what it was. Okay. Yeah, let's figure it out because when she makes a phone call, I'd like her to create a contact as well. And the way that I want to do the contacts is the person's first and last name as the first name and the address as the last name. Okay, super important. Does that make sense? Yeah, first and last name in the first name box, and then the last name, make it the address. It's purely for when they call me, then the address pops up and I can quickly find the address and then not sound like a moron. I'll still sound like a moron. I heard what Cheryl was thinking. She's like, nope, you'd still be a moron. It's not nice. And did you add the lockbox code? Well,
It's already in there
where is it?
at the comments.
Oh, on the right.
Comments.
Okay,
Yeah.
the comments are great, but if it's something that
Okay.
we're gonna need a lot, what
Okay.
happens is the stinking comments disappear.
Okay.
And so,
Copy.
yeah, I'll thank you. You're the best. You can do it at the top too, even.
Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, yeah. Okay, so yeah, we gotta figure out a way. I'm sure there's a way that we can save the contacts that way. I've got to
Okay.
figure it out. It might be yeah, we'll figure something out. Okay. And I sent him the lockbox, so he's got that. So hopefully he goes over and it's just driving by, going out for ice cream and drops by. Checks it out. Okay, good. Let's try another one. Okay, we got Vernon, now Daniel. I'm just gonna call him. And what did he say to you? We'll check out from the info sent to him. He'll call back. Yeah, never. Lies. He's a liar. They never call back. Okay, so this is Daniel. I'm gonna put his name in here and send him the lockbox too. And then I want to do we did an ARB on it, right? Yeah, I think we did. Let's see, and then, oh my goodness. I want to get this one shut down fast so we can get us going. Where did I put it? Okay, I'm gonna call him right now too and let him know I put the lockbox in there for him, but I'm gonna save his info too. Let's see, email. And this was Baltimore. Okay, let's call them real quick. Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Boy, has it. Okay. Let's try again.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
All right, let's see. Okay, I want to double check something right quick here. Do this one already? I don't think I did. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, we're just trying to keep all these things. So we might be a little bit high on this one, Jerry, just so you know. The assessed value, well, that's the assessed value. That doesn't really count. I'm just trying to get more information on this the best I can. I think we should be good. I like the price on this one. Let's see what Break says.
Yesterday when I was doing, remember I got to 130.
130 was the highest you got?
Yeah.
Okay. So I pulled the 190 ARV. So we'll see. Yeah, I think 130 is probably.
And 130, it was, 130 to 150 was kind of really the number. So
Okay, cool. Yeah, this one's 60 here. Yeah, and it says to offer 106, so I think we're super good there. Let me just see. Yeah, I think we're still good. I really do. Okay, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
All right. Okay, guys.
I'm finding a backup plan.
Yeah, absolutely. Get a ton in the barrel while we can. All right, good job. And you can text. You've got my phone number, right, Jerry? If you want to text me the pictures, like, just let me know they're in the email, or just send them right to the email. Either one.
I don't believe so.
Okay, it's 949.
Okay, 949
Yeah, 246
246
2666.
2666.
Yep,
246 2666. Okay.
correct. Yep. All right. Good stuff today, guys. Let's see. What else? What do we have laying out? Okay. I'm gonna try to call that woman. Yeah, anything you guys need, just let me know. Sean, did you ever get confirmation that she changed everything so the assignment fee was taken off? Do you know if you got confirmation of that? He left.
I think Sean's dropped.
Yep. Okay, I'll find out tomorrow. It's no big deal. All righty, guys, that's gonna do it. We're hitting 12 o'clock. I am going to bail on you, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Have a good day.
See ya.